James Wood High School, Charles Harbaugh IV, Mark Mosley, Super Bowl champion, MVP. Big game tonight here for James Wood. They're 0-4 on the season. They're taking on Kettle Run, who's 4-0 on the season. James Wood turned it over 5 times last week. They've had some struggles getting going. Mark, talking to Coach Morgan before the game, he said that he wanted to establish the run game and get going. What does James Wood need to do tonight to pick up that first W of the season and really get over that hump?
Well, they've got to get their run game. It's that simple. The only problem is they're going against a 4-0 team that's played some good teams already and have been scoring in the 40s a game. I think they scored 48 last week, and they've just Kettle Run's always been a good football team.
James Wood this season outscored 117-28. We saw most of those 28 points a month ago. It was 90 degrees, believe it or not. Today it's in the upper 50s. We saw most of those points week 1 versus Shrando. Kettle Run obviously doing really well moving the football. Jordan Tapscott is their all-time leading receiver in school history in yards, catches, receptions. He's a D1 commit, so we'll see him tonight for Kettle Run. They're 4-0. Quarterback A.J. Chumley was 15 of 16 last week, 189 yards. What does Kettle Run need to do tonight, Mark, to go 5-0?
All they have to do is keep doing what they've been doing. Just make sure you stay on the horse. And
ladies and gentlemen, tonight's defensive starters for the Kettle Run Cougars include the defensive end, number 57, Jonathan Valdez. A defensive end, number 34, Connor Adair. At defensive tackle, number 56, Josh Witt. At defensive tackle, number 44, Tyler Johnson. At safety, number 10, Trey Western. At strong safety, number 3, Sam Rogers. At linebacker, number 2, Peyton McAfee. At linebacker, number 32, Mason Hodges. At free safety, number 22, Colton Quaker. At the quarterback position, number 18, Jack Peachin.
Back at James Wood High School as we get ready for the kickoff here. James Wood in badly need of a win here after suffering a 42-0 loss to Brentsville last weekend. They turned it over 5 times. Lack of offensive production has raised some concerns.
Captains for tonight's
key players, though, to look at for James Wood. Quarterback Jared Neal, he's 3rd in the district in passing, 503 yards, 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Another key player to keep your eye out, Zach Smith, 4th in the district in tackles with 36. He plays running back and linebacker. Wide receiver defensive back Eli Miller has been a key contributor. Some players to keep your eye on for Kettle Run. Of course, we mentioned Jordan Tapscott in the pregame, leading the area in receiving yards, catches, and touchdowns. They have a great stable of running backs. They run the ball often. Peyton Mahaffey, Colton Quaker combined for 121 yards rushing last week when these two teams played. Also, Abram Chunley was 15 of 16 passing for 189 yards. Charles Harbaugh IV, Mark Mosley here, Todd Bartley, Corey Campbell. Looking forward to bringing this to you here. We're about minutes away here. We've got 2 teams out for the coin toss. Mark, big change in weather since the last time we were there.
Yeah, we're actually having to wear jackets today.
Yeah, still a good crowd out here, and you've got some friends here that are doing a podcast, and you kicked today. Is that correct?
No, I didn't kick any.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I can't even find my shoe.
Yeah.
But I was working with a doctor here who's a podiatrist, and they're doing a podcast, so they came out here and did some filming, and he wanted me to show him how to kick, so I tried to show him, and he finally got one over after the 4th kick, I think it was. But he did make one.
Well, that's
but
great.
It's good. It was fun.
That's what it's all about. So
tonight is our Hall of Fame game. We have
I wouldn't want to do it.
We'd like to welcome those folks and their families. Coming up at halftime, we will introduce them.
Big night tonight, Hall of Fame game. We've got some people going in for the Hall of Fame at James Wood. I believe there's 9 contributors that are entering into it.
Found in our end zone for our
fans coming in, Mark. It's much cooler, but fans filing in the stands here still.
I'm really surprised. I'm kind of disappointed because the first game it was 100 degrees here and this place was packed. You couldn't even get over to the concession stand.
It took an hour to get out of the parking lot, right?
Tonight we could pitch a tent up here and probably wouldn't mess up anybody. And the Kettle Run fans are not There's only, I can almost count them on 2 hands there. So I'm surprised.
They're coming from Nokesville, so they might be in some traffic out there, coming down Manassas to 66 to 81. So James Wood tonight, if you're listening on the radio, not watching on TV or listening on the internet, they're in navy blue jerseys, pants, helmets, Kettle Run, white, all white, white everything, white helmet, white pants, orange trim.
I tell you what, it's a great night for football. Boy, this weather is beautiful for a football.
It is football weather. Kicking problems galore for James Wood, Mark. We've had some of their games, but 82 Hunter Barnhart will kick it off. He's 6'1", senior. And the kickoff is to the 10-yard line. It'll be returned there by Kettle Run. He bounces to the 15. He ran the whole distance of the field. The wrong way, though, Mark. So,
you know, there have been several teams that have done that. They catch the ball on one side of the field, and they run to set their wall up on the clean across the other side of the field. They're running 60 yards, and they make 2 yards.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense. I've never, you know, when you're coaching, when we've talked about this in over the weeks here, in special teams, you teach how to stay in your lanes and how to cover. And in a situation like that, when they kick away from where you have called your wall to be set up,
yes,
the guy up front calls and changes it, and everybody sits up the opposite side.
Okay, Kettle Run to pass, out route to the tight end. It's caught. Ball moves. Good gain on first down, setting up 2nd down and 5.
That's a big running back right there for a high school kid. He's a pretty good size chunk of meat.
2nd down and 5. 11:28 to go here. Single receiver at each side of the formation. Kettle Run in the shotgun formation. Going to hand off up the middle to the back. He makes a jump cut.
Hole.
Big hole. My goodness.
What a hole.
Stiff arm, still running 40 to the 50. Knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Huge gain on 2nd and 5. He picks up close to 30 yards on the carry.
It's kind of what we thought would happen at the beginning of the game, that the Kettle Run their running game was just too strong for James. I don't know. That happened right at the very beginning. The hole just opened wide open. They just knocked the 2 guys out of the way, and there's a huge hole there.
Twins left of this formation. 3 different plays, 3 different formations. James Wood showing a blitz off the left side of the formation here. Going to be a handoff to the running back.
Same thing.
Big gain here on first down. He's still dragging people with. That's a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, huge hole, though. I mean, I'm not for sure. It looked like all they're doing is the guard and the tackle are blocking down, and the linebacker just disappears. I'm not sure where they're going there.
Gain of 5, gain of 30, gain of 20, 3 big plays here.
First down for the Cougars.
4th formation, 4th different play. So they're using exotic formations here. Kettle Run hands off up the middle here, and it's going to be
now that time they filled it up like they should have the other 2 times.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
Number 5 for Kettle Run.
Okay. Kettle Run breaking the formation. Ball is at the 22-yard line. James Wood definitely showing blitz this play. Got 6 people on the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. You got a penalty here. We'll wait to see what that is. Looks like a pre-snap penalty on the offense.
False start of the offense.
False start.
A 5-yard penalty. Will remain 2nd down.
That's what James Wood needed there, was some negative play, right?
Yeah. Kettle Run's pretty good sized team out there.
Offense looks big.
Yeah, they are some big boys. And even their backs, like I said earlier, it's a big kid running that ball.
Single receiver each side of the formation. Shotgun, handoff to the back, jump cut, and another negative play here. That's good.
A couple of good defensive plays there.
3rd down and 11 upcoming.
Making the stop for the Colonels.
Maybe their coach heard us and moved that linebacker over into play in the right position.
Brings up 3rd down and 11 for Kettle Run.
Kettle Run substituting some players in here, waiting for the play call. James Wood matching those substitutions. Single receiver, each side of the formation, 2 backs in the backfield. I believe this is what they would call a pistol formation. Handoff, fakes, and he looks to pass. He's going to throw the curl route. It's caught. He breaks a tackle and goes to the 10-yard line. It should be close enough for a first down. Yep, first down, Kettle Run.
10-yard line.
Tough break there for James Wood, right? 3rd and 10, you think you got him. And
Well, yeah, they had two good downs there that they held them, and then they let them get out.
All right, first down, new set of downs. All right, fake handoff rolling out. Chumley fumbles the ball. Could be a scoop and score. Wow.
Oh, gosh.
Golly, that would have been an easy scoop and score.
Yeah.
And he on the ground and recovered his own
But
fumble.
he jumped, and the kid that could have gotten the ball jumped over him, and the ball he almost landed on the ball.
What a
big break.
Yeah.
Big break for
It was 2-on-1. They had 4 hands, and
Yeah.
somehow they still let that go. But a huge, no taking away the huge sack here, but that could have been a scoop and score.
Yeah, that could have been a really big play for James Wood.
21, and we don't know their kicking situation, so. All right, another penalty here. False start on the offense. It'll back them up 5 more. 2nd and 26, Mark.
Yeah, I think that was going to be a quarterback keeper. He faked to the running back and looked like he was going to go off tackle to the left side there. They blew the whistle before he had a chance.
Okay, James Wood, this is a big possession here. They got to try to hold them out. And we've talked about them being outscored all season long. 117-28 through 4 games, Mark.
Yeah, and unfortunately, what they're doing right now, they'll have 1 or 2 really good plays, and then they'll have one.
False start again here.
Wow, Kettle runs.
On the number 3 on the wide receiver.
A false start.
This must drive you nuts. What a promising drive going backwards. 2nd down and 31. You don't see that too often.
No, not. But like I was saying, though, they've always, James Wood seems to have this year, they have a good 1 or 2 really good plays on defense, and then they'll have one really bad one that gets them, they gain 10, 15, 20 yards on the play. And they can't do that. They've got to be consistent on every down.
Twins left, single receiver on the right.
And he's looking
Chumley back to pass, rolling out of the pocket, stepping up, another penalty. Good defense there, batted away by number 4.
For number 10, Trey Western, it is incomplete.
Matt Jackson on the defense. Another penalty. I believe it's going to be holding on the offense.
Penalty is holding on the offense.
Yeah.
Wow.
A 10-yard
Okay,
foul.
so 2nd and 36? Is that what we have here?
I tell you what, that's bad when your first 2 plays you gain 50 yards, and then your next 10 plays you go backwards 30 yards.
Yeah, they've eaten up 5 minutes of this clock, though, so we're at 7 minutes in the first quarter. Twins left, single receiver on the right. Shotgun formation, back is offset to the left. Another penalty. Oh, my gosh.
You got to be kidding me.
False start, offense. This is unbelievable. I'm glad we got this on video, boss. Have you ever seen a collapse like this?
I have not seen a team just all of a sudden just fall apart like that.
It remains 3rd down.
I don't know what the problem is here. I'm trying to break it down for you guys, but I think it's 3rd down now and 40. Here we go. Twins left, single receiver on the right, slant formation, setting up the screen here. He's got some room to run, pick up some of that.
Got him out of bounds, though, but they're still a long way away from.
Oh, my. 26-yard line.
He's pushed out of bounds on the near side.
7.
So it's going to be still 4th and 25, probably.
Ball spotted at the Colonel's 27, brings up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to try and bring in a new unit here. We'll see if...
He's going to try a field goal.
Here you go, Mark. This is up your alley, a long one. This is the longest one we've had in our 5 games this year.
Yeah.
So this will be 43 yard.
44-yard field goal here. It's a pretty good high school kick.
Must be. They must have a lot of faith in him. All right.
Starts with the snap. Somebody just called, whistle just blew. I don't know what for. Oh, another penalty?
Oh, my.
You got to be kidding me.
Wow. Punt time now, I guess. Or
Yeah, they got to.
Delay a game.
Oh, delay of game. Holy
We'll
smoke.
move the offense back 5
What else
yards
can happen to him?
4th down.
And this is a team that's been averaging 40 points a game.
yeah.
Doing something like that,
Great
that's really,
stand somehow, some way. You know,
Wow.
very unusual, but James Wood in business, certainly. They're going to punt it now. You don't see too many punts at the 32-yard line, but with 4th and 30.
Number 88, Keaton Halou to punt.
Now what?
We do have
Timeout.
on the field.
James Wood, and we'll take him with him. You listen to High School Football on News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV.
Sponsors that they need to
Powell's Plumbing is your best choice for quality and professionalism. We have a truck in your neighborhood. At Powell's Plumbing, we can handle any plumbing or septic job, big or small, from well pumps to sewer and drain cleaning, as well as leaking faucets and water heaters. Go to powellsplumbing.com for more info and special savings. So, leaky faucets, toilets won't flush or overflowing, kitchen sink backed up. Call Powell's Plumbing. We've got 30 years of serving the community with quality and professionalism you can count on.
James Wood High School, Charles Harble IV, Mark Mosley here. 5 minutes gone in a drive, but I guess they did flip field position if you're Kettle Run. And if you're James Wood, you got an encouraging stop. You haven't had much luck, Mark, this year. You've been outscored 117-28 through 4 games, so a win for James Wood.
I have to admit, I'm really surprised that James Wood was able to do what they just did, but it could be a very good sign for them that they're a nice punt. Nice corner kick, except it went in the end zone.
Yeah, that was close there.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to field it, but
he was aiming it for that corner over there, that corner spot, but a little bit too much. It hit right on the goal line.
20-yard line.
So a 12-yard punt and 20-yard line for James Wood. Jared Neal and the offense coming out. He's 3rd in the district in passing. He's got a good running back, a good wide receiver. Good opportunity for them. Not down, 0-0 to set the tone here for the hometown team. Kettle Run showing a big blitz here, Mark. Going to be a handoff up the middle to Zach Smith. He gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
It was a funny handoff. It almost looked like a delayed handoff.
There's number 29, Eli Richards.
He didn't want it. I don't know if he was trying to decide whether
Gain of 3 on the play.
to keep the football or go ahead and hand it off.
Number 44, Tyler
Play call
Johnson.
coming in here. 2 receivers on the field, 1 on each side of the formation. 2nd and 7, another handoff from Neal.
Nice.
He's got the corner. He cuts it back up. He's still making man and miss.
Wow, look at
Reverses
this.
field.
Look at
Wow,
this.
this could be 7 here.
Oh, wow.
Good run here. This is just what James Wood needed, but he's getting caught from behind by number 5. And he's down at the 1-yard line or so.
Wow.
He ran out of gas there. What a run. Great run there. 70-yard run. He's going to be down at the 1-yard line. Number 5 sure closed the gap there.
Didn't he, though?
That was a Colton Quaker. We mentioned him. He's one of the running backs.
I don't know if he
Chased
was
him down.
I don't know if he was that fast or if he just ran out of gas or a combination of the two.
Because it was not only 70, he ran the whole length of the field. So
Yeah.
it was a 120-yard run. All right, Neal, high snap. They get it down, handoff, pile is moving,
there.
touchdown, James Wood. We'll get to hear the cannon go off here. There it is.
That was a very good series for James Wood. I'm glad to see that.
It sure was. That's just what
big surprise there. Let's hope they can keep this up.
that's just what this team needed here. It's been a rough week. Coach Morgan talked about that, and he said he wanted to establish the run game. Well, the team got the message there.
Yeah.
All important extra point here. Hunter Barnhart in to kick it. We've seen this be the difference in a James Wood game, Mark.
Yeah, they've had trouble with their snaps, but that was a good snap and
Good
a good
one.
kick.
Good kick.
I
It's
tell you,
good.
I'm impressed with his kicking, though. I've liked the way he kicks the ball, and he gets it up quick. But that time he got a good snap and a hole. That's been their biggest problem, and it seemed to be something they've been working on, I guess.
Good start for James Wood. We'll go to commercial. You listen to News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV.
One of the reasons we've been in business 131 years is that we provide excellent customer service from employees who are loyal, long-term employees.
We just want to be your brick and mortar store. We want to be continuing to do what we do each day, looking people in the eye, seeing what they need, helping them. We don't always help them here. We'll send them somewhere else if we know somebody else has got it, but our goal is to get that customer taken care of one way or the other.
Wood High School 7-0, 5:52 to go here in the first quarter. Good stop there on defense. They bent, but they didn't break for James Wood, and then they answered with a 70-yard rush. It wasn't quite enough, but it was at the 1-yard line, and they were able to score. Good start for the Colonels here, just what they needed to get off the slide, Mark, and end their 4-game losing streak.
Well, sometimes that's all it takes. And, oops, they didn't call it, but they were offsides on that kickoff.
Kick to the 10-yard line. He's picking his way. He's got a big return here.
Yeah.
Boom. That's a big hit down there. And then
I think that's a flag. That neck, you can't grab him around the neck like that.
He's going to be out at the 45-yard line, and there's going to be a penalty.
But that's, they must not have seen that over there. That was a pretty hard hit on that kid on the sideline over there. Grabbed him around the neck.
Going to be a holding on the receiving team. They're going to back him up here and move this back. So that great return was negated, Mark.
Yeah, it sure hurts. That was a good return. Again, remember the first week we watched them, that was the big problem they had, not staying in their lanes.
Okay, it's going to be at the 20-yard line after all is said and done. Kettle Run had a promising opening drive before it got stalled by penalties, but that's the story of the game too, is 30 yards in penalties. All right, Twins to the right for Kettle Run. Like you said, they've got some massive backs. So it looks like they'll keep handing it off. They've got a good game here on first down, a cut back. It's going to move the chains. First down, gain of 12 on that carry.
They are just cutting back on those linebackers and defensive tackles out there, and it's leaving an awfully big hole out here. That's what they did the first two times they made those two big runs down there.
For our listeners, Millbrook 7 over Sharando. Dietrich Brown, 59-yard touchdown on the second play from scrimmage. We thought Sharando would be a little bit better. They've lost 2 games in a row, Mark, trying not to make it 3 in a row. Handoff here to the left side of the formation. He's got a first down and more, making people miss. Gain of 15 yards. Power run there.
Number 4, Michael Jackson. Number 7, Chris Ward.
Is that game at Millbrook? Or is it at Sharando? I don't remember.
It's at Millbrook, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. And we've got an update here since our last one. 13-7, Millbrook's homecoming game. Sharando's up now. They've answered. A lot of scoring quick there in the first quarter. All right, Kettle Run rolling out, stepping up into pocket. Chumley got a good gain here. He's got a first down and more down the right side of the formation, and he's hit out of bounds. And I don't like that. Did you see the James Wood guys flexing? And he got a 20-yard run.
And he should have had a penalty. That was a helmet-to-helmet shot.
Yeah, I don't get that. But 20-yard gain, and he flexes. So
well, I know, and he flexes to his side of the field over here to the. That's not very good sportsmanship.
Twins to the left, 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback, Chumley. Handoff to the back. He picks his way through the middle of the formation. Good blocking up front. I mean, the blocking by the guards in the center has been exemplary, Mark. It seems like there's wide open holes in the middle of the field.
And all they're doing is cutting everybody off. I can't believe the coaches are not making everybody move down one hole. They're when they line up strong to the strong side, all they have to do is shift one over, and they they wouldn't be able to do that to him.
We might need to employ the bear front. All right, handoff to the left side of the formation. He bounces out. Another good gain. First down. They're chewing up yardage on the ground. Another first down. Got a player down for James Wood. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back after this. Just High School Football, News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV. He is up. The young man is up. He needs some help getting off the field.
Still not sure what.
Great game last night. The battle of backup quarterbacks. Mitchell Trubisky and then Jacoby Brissett. But the Browns look good. Brissett looked good. The ground game looked good. Chubb and Kareem Hunt just...
well, you can't. When you got two running backs like that,
they can just run the ball at will.
Crazy. Yeah.
That was a good game. A lot of bets were lost last night on the last play of the game for you betting fans.
Cougars have the ball, first down.
All right.
James with 14.
Kettle Run, Cougar football. They're driving here, and that after this long delay, that's the key point. Handoff up the middle. Oh. He's got a big hole. Touchdown, Kettle Run.
That was way too easy.
Number 5, Quaker Colton to score the touchdown.
I mean,
James Wood looking a little flat, right?
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, after what had just happened, carrying one of your teammates off on a stretcher and going to the hospital, it kind of gives you a letdown, but they've got to come back. I mean, they got to think about him. You know, let's get in here and do something.
Yep. Extra point here pending. They were going to let him kick a 44-yard field goal, so we assume this should be pretty flawless. Kick is up, and indeed, he does have a leg. That's for sure.
He kicked
extra point is good, and we'll stick here through this while we change possessions. Mark, last Friday night, you were heavily featured on Joe Theismann's A Football Life on the NFL Network. I recorded it because I was at the game with you at Sharando.
And I still haven't gotten to look at it.
And you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it
and
yet.
He hasn't seen it yet, but I really enjoyed it. There was 3 or 4 features of you, and talked about Joe Theismann. As a third-string quarterback, he opened his first restaurant.
Yep.
And that story was mentioned, how he knew his name had value, and he knew people would want to eat at his restaurant.
I'm laughing. I know Joe too well.
Yeah.
Joe's a good one. He's one of the best. First of all, he's one of the most intelligent men that I've ever been around. But he's very sharp. He's a very good businessman. He's got tremendous confidence in anything that he does. He never goes and does anything that he doesn't have tremendous confidence in what he's doing. And a lot of people, and I may have said this in the show, that they misunderstand him. They think he's cocky, but he's just confident. He's very, very confident.
I missed him on the Washington preseason games this year.
I did too.
And I don't know why they made the move to somebody else, but I really enjoyed watching him. Great return here for James Wood. They get the ball here close to midfield.
Good return.
Very exciting return. Good field position, just what they needed after allowing Kettle Run to score. 3:45 to still go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think they wanted me on his show because I know where all the bodies are buried.
Is that right?
Yeah, Joe and I have been buddies for a long time.
Sam Rogers making the stop for the Cougars. 1st and 10 for James Wood.
1st and 10, James Wood, exotic run formation here. Going to be a handoff to the running back. He gets 4 yards. Yeah, 2nd and 6, and he's driven back and tackled hard. But 2nd down here, good run.
Push out of bounds on the far side, a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Heritage Pride winning 3-0. All right, snap, Neal back to pass. Blitz is coming. Ooh.
Nice.
Wow, he was popped there.
Yeah, and that was a good play on that defensive back. I mean,
Vincent Salvati was popped
it
there.
was a nice, clean play.
Quaker providing coverage for Kettle Run. Brings up 3rd down.
Big 3rd down here early on in the game. 2:58 to go here. Trips to the left, single receiver on the right. Neal in pistol formation with the back behind him. Kettle Run creeping for a blitz here. They're sending 5. Back to pass. Oh, going to have defensive pass interference here. He had another guy wide open down here, Mark. And it's like he was going the seam route, but he had the fly route wide open.
And he never looked over that way.
Yeah.
He looked at that one guy that he threw the ball to, and that was it.
Very fortunate for James Wood to keep this drive alive. I see another flag coming in. Somebody must have said something over on Kettle Run's side.
Yep.
They're going to tack on more yard.
Moves the ball down to the Kettle Run 36.
Ball will be at the 36 for James Wood. A new setup down. 7-7, 2:54 to go.
You know what? James Wood's kind of surprising us tonight. They're moving the ball. They're
trips right, handoff up the middle. Good gain on 1st down, gain of 7, 2nd down, and I'm sorry, 6. We got another injured player down. Hold on, they're just grappling with each other, I guess. But 2nd down. James Wood on the move, Mark.
Number 19 later.
That's what I say. I've been pleasantly surprised tonight with James Wood moving the ball like they are.
Coach Morgan very concerned about the lack of offensive production, wanting to establish the run game, and he meant that. 7-7, 2:21 to go in the 1st quarter. Delay and play call coming in. Trips to the left, single receiver on the right, pistol formation. Neal, high snap, back to pass, slant, caught by number 8. Should be near enough for a 1st down. Elijah Miller on the catch.
That was a quick look pass. Used to be the old jump pass back in the old days. When the quarterback takes snap, he just jump up and hit the tight end real quick.
At the Kettle Run 25. And that's good enough for James Wood.
James Wood offense looking good here. Trips right, single receiver on the left. Kettle Run showing blitz and backing out here. Handoff to the back. Good run here right up the middle of the defense. Going to be a 1st down and more. They're trying to strip the ball from him. And they're set up here within the 5-yard line, I believe. Good run.
I guess the ball's at about the 7, I think.
Justin Gwinner with the carry.
Ball marked at the Cougar 8-yard line. 1st and goal, James Wood Colonels.
Crowd getting it filled up here tonight, Mark. Single receiver each side of the formation, 2 tight ends to the left, handoff to the back, and he's met in the hole hard.
Yeah, like they really pursued well on that one. Yeah, they had that one covered. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Flags are flying everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
Something's going on down there.
Number 32, Mason Hodges making the stop. We do have a penalty marker on the field.
Hodges on the tackle for Kettle Run. They're 4-0, looking to go to 5-0, but so far in this 1st quarter, they have their hands full with the 0-4 Colonels. They're desperate not to go 0-5.
Yeah. But they're playing well right now if they can keep it up. But remember last week, or was it last week, we saw Sharando and Martinsburg? Yeah, it was last week, and it's the same way. I mean, they started off really well the 1st quarter, just before half, and almost got a half in looking really good, then fell apart.
Another shocker. Strasburg 9, Clark County 0 here. Foul on the field is going to be on both teams here. They'll offset.
And defense.
They must be doing a lot of mouthing out there right now. Now does he turn around and go the other way?
Those penalties offset if there's two personal fouls.
I don't know what he was doing.
I think he only knew of one.
Oh, okay. He did look a little confused when he got there. Nobody was following him.
Over on 102.9, University of Virginia 7, Syracuse 0. Shenandoah High School 19, Millbrook 7. Trips right, single receiver on the left. We're down in a minute here. First down after those two plays offset. Very fortunate for James Wood because they didn't get anything on that, and they didn't get anything on this. Second down.
Number 57, Jonathan Valdez making the stop for Kettle Run. Gain of a yard. Brings up second down.
Second down here for James Wood. Trips to the right, single receiver on the left. Kettle Run looking like they're showing blitz here. Nice route there. It's caught and then dropped.
Oh, wow.
Incomplete pass. Number 4 with the drop.
I couldn't see what he did with that. He did something funny when he caught the ball then. He left it sticking out there.
Yeah. Michael Jackson, they've been targeting him a lot tonight because we have not mentioned his name in other games this year. DeWicki, we talked about him, of course. Jared Neal, we talked about him. Salvetti, Miller. But they see something, number 4, they want to target him. He's had 3 targets tonight. Trips right, single receiver on the left. Going to be a timeout here, I assume. And we'll take him with him. You'll listen to High School Football Game of the Week on News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV.
Powell's Plumbing is your best choice for quality and professionalism. We have a truck in your neighborhood. At Powell's Plumbing, we can handle any plumbing or septic job, big or small, from well pumps to sewer and drain cleaning, as well as leaking faucets and water heaters. Go to powellsplumbing.com for more info and special savings. So, leaky faucets, toilets won't flush or overflowing, kitchen sink backed up. Call Powell's Plumbing. We've got 30 years of serving the community with quality and professionalism you can count on.
Charles Harville IV, Mark Mosley here at James Wood High School, Walter Barr Field. We had a timeout on the field, 3rd down, and goal to go for James Wood. They're in desperate need of points here on this drive. 22 seconds left in the first quarter.
That delay sure lengthened this quarter out, didn't it?
45 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, trips right, single receiver on the left.
It is 3rd and goal for James Wood.
Pistol formation, Neal surveying the defense. Changing the play call. Audibling here. He heads to the right side of the formation. Caught,
nice.
Slant, touchdown, nice pass.
Nice play.
That was really good. 25, Andrew Link, tight end linebacker, 6'2" on the catch. Cannon goes off.
Number 25, Andrew Link.
3rd and 11, you love that. Great pass by Neal.
That was a really nice pass.
Just ripped it, didn't he? That was good.
And he threw, looked like it went through 2 of Kettle Run's hands.
It looked like he had another lower option, and he had a high-low option here. So they faked the 2-point conversion, and now they're going to kick it. So Barnhart in to kick, trying to make it 14-7. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. It's good. 14-7. 17 seconds left. We'll go to timeout. Just High School Game of the Week on News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV. Back at James Wood High School, a look at other scores. 26-7, Shenandoah. All over Millbrook, as we thought that it might be. Syracuse 10-0 over Virginia. 10-0 over Virginia. James Wood 14-7 over Kettle Run. Surprising start here, Mark, for this team.
It is. They've they've really showed themselves well tonight.
Barnhart to kick. Going to settle down at the 15-yard line and set up a return here. Running the whole length of the field, and he cuts it back. Gain of 15 on the return. Ball at the 30-yard line for Kettle Run.
Number 3, Sam Rogers making the return. Zach Smith, number 23 for the Colonels, making the stop. Kettle Run takes over at its own 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
First down and 10 for Kettle Run.
New mark of the ball actually at the Kettle Run 31.
Ball at the 31-yard line. 7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Like Mark said, very long first quarter because of the injury. So there'll be time here for one play, presumably. So trips to the right, shotgun formation. Chumley to pass, throws the bubble screen to the wide receiver. Good tackle there. Great tackle.
That's a hard tackle to make out there. You're one-on-one.
Justin Gwinner, defensive back. What a way to end the first quarter for James Wood. We'll take a commercial break. Listen to high school football on News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV.
My name is Jeremy Shen, and I have the privilege of being the marketing director at YHB CPAs Consultants. We are a public accounting and wealth management firm. YHB has been part of the Chamber for, I believe, at least over 60 years. One of the things that we love about the Chamber is just the opportunity to connect, providing opportunities for our staff to get out and meet new people. We use a lot for training for our younger staff to learn how to communicate. I love what they do for our businesses in the area, so not just ours, but other ones, for nonprofits that they work with. They just do a lot to give back, and so the least I can do is show up, bring people with me, and be a part of a good team member as part of the TVRC. Specifically, 2 events that come to mind when I think of that have really impacted me or helped me is one is the Greater Good Awards. A lot of businesses come together and honor people that are doing great things in the community. I believe I'm still young enough to be part of the Young Professionals group here, and when I was first came to Winchester and started at YHB, the Young Professionals group was a great place to connect, meet people my age, peers, and really are the next generation of leaders here in Winchester. My connections through Chamber membership have really become friendships that feel like business partners who all want each other to succeed and to do well and to make why we call this place home. I'm Jeremy Shen, and that's why the Top of Virginia Regional Chamber is my chamber choice.
Back at James Wood High School, deep pass here, wide open. Chumley caught. He's down at the 36-yard line. Great pass.
The number 10, Trey Western.
He'd have been wide open, and I mean he'd have scored easily.
If he'd have stayed on his, if he'd have stayed on his feet, and he didn't have to. I'm not sure. He kind of got turned around, I think, on that.
Almost tied it up.
Yeah.
Mark, does the name Chumley mean anything to you? He's a renowned watercolorist in the 60s and 70s and 80s. Lived in Middletown.
Chumley.
At Chumley, yeah, renowned watercolor artist, famous artist, and I assume this is probably part of his family here. Second down upcoming.
Number 3, Matt Dewicki making the stop for the Colonels.
Linebacker Matt Dewicki on the tackle. 2nd and 10, ball at the 38-yard line. Twins left, 2 backs in the backfield. Chumley takes the snap, hands off. Another big hole on the right side of that formation. He's got a first down and more.
They're running
huge running lanes.
Yeah. That's every time they've run that play, they've gained 10 or 15 yards on it.
Number 8, Eli Miller.
Wow, Strasburg 17-0 over Clark.
Wow. Strasburg must be fairly good this year.
That's a shocker. Nobody was expecting that one. 17-0. Twins left. The quarterback keeper right up the middle.
Showing on the keeper.
Didn't pick up much, though.
Certainly
Stopped at
did.
the line of scrimmage.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Great stand there for Clark.
Good heads up. Good heads up in the middle there for
Syracuse 13, UVA 0 on 102.9, the Valley FM. Trips to the left. Out route caught.
Pass is complete.
You know, used to, colleges didn't play on Friday nights because of high school football, but, you know, these last few years they've started doing that.
They certainly have. I think they see a market, you know, and
it's the money. Money talks.
Yeah.
Number 26, Ryan Barrett making the stop.
Yeah, for years they would not try to compete with the high school football, but now they've.
You know, that was one thing about the virus that I did like is some of those weird NFL games. Remember there was a Tuesday night?
Yeah.
You know, there was like a couple things like that worked out that made it really interesting. We're going to have an interesting call here. 4th down and short. I see the kicking team getting ready. They tried to attempt a 44-yard field goal before a delay of game. And I see the kicker on the field, so I imagine that
Number 20, William Andrews.
4th down.
Making the play.
Looks like they're going for it, but they're going to get another delay of game if they don't hurry up and get it in here. All right, Mark, what do you think? You like the call, going for it?
It's a long 5 yards right there they've got to go.
All right, Twins to the left. Shotgun formation, back to pass. Chumley caught, through his hands and dropped. Wow. Big, huge drop in and out of his hands. And James Wood takes over. And if you're a James Wood fan, you have to love the way that you've started this game here.
Yeah, this is a real good job by James Wood. They're playing hard out there, and they're sticking with them.
We'll see if that comes back to haunt them, that not taking the 3 points. That's what drove me nuts about the Washington game versus the Lions. We couldn't hold them to a field goal.
No.
Everything was a touchdown. And it was just unbelievable, you know. And as soon as we'd pull within one score.
Yeah, they got to figure that defense out.
No gain on the 1st down carry. It'll be 2nd and 10 for James Wood.
Linebackers and D-backs.
9:20 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Charles Hubble IV, Mark Mosley. Corey Campbell outside in the elements running our cameras here for us.
Previous ball carrier lane over ball around the far side.
Sherando, 33 to Millbrook 7. Hunter Ratchford, 40-yard interception return for a touchdown. Still in the 1st half.
Wow.
Sherando laying it on him. I guess Carlson also had a 16-yard touchdown run. Strasburg has just scored again on Clark, 24-0.
Wow.
All right, we've got another timeout here. We're going to take this one with them. Listen to High School Football Game of the Week on News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV. Back at James Wood High School, 2nd and 10 for James Wood upcoming. Deshaun Allen with a pick 6, 9-0 Heritage. Missed extra point over in Loudoun County. We've got some scores coming in for some of our friends. Most shocking of all, 24-0 Strasburg. A lot of time left in that game. Sherando 33-7 over Millbrook. A lot of time left here too. 14-7. James Wood, 3 receivers on the field. Going to be a pass, curl route caught. Fighting for yardage. He got 4. That was another target for Jackson. This one caught. 3rd down and 5, we'll say. Pretty big 3rd down here. You'd ideally like to get another 1st down or 2 to flip field position. Looks like trips to the right. Single receiver on the left side of the formation. Kettle Run showing a blitzer here. Linebacker creeping up. He does blitz. Neal passes intercepted. Right. Slant route, almost like he was throwing it to him.
That was the play they ran down here for a touchdown earlier, and the linebacker that time moved right in the lane.
Another flag here, going to be a late hit on James Wood.
Making the interception for Kettle Run.
Golly.
Penalty markers on the field.
It's a big mistake right there.
A little chippy here, Mark.
Yep, a big mistake right there.
Tough interception there. You put your team in a rough spot here already in the red zone. Then they're going to tack on some more yardage here.
Well, you can't take chances like that down on your side of the field. You can't afford an interception like that.
And at least just punt it away, right? You know,
yeah,
like
if you can't, because he threw that. There were 3 guys right in the middle of it, and only one of his, and he threw it right to the linebacker.
Sure was crowded down there. There was a lot of bodies.
Yeah,
that was a tight window throw. I guess maybe they're talking about a warning or it.
It's on both sides. Calling it again on.
All right. I guess by the time they put the ball down.
Penalties are personal foul on Kettle Run. Unsportsmanlike for the Colonels.
Offsetting penalty, so I believe the ball will be at probably the 6-7 yard line here.
He's standing on the 10-yard line, isn't he?
Colonels 10.
Yeah, 10-yard line, excuse me. Single receiver on the left side of the formation, single on the right. 2 backs in the backfield with Chumley. We'll see what the play call here is on first. James Wood gearing up for the run play, and it is a run. Good defensive.
Let him get away, though.
44 had him in the back, stopped. Yeah. And the pile is going to move 5 yards, but it could have been another flag coming in here.
I don't know what they're doing down there, but there's flag flying every play.
Number 5, Colton Quaker, the ball carrier. We do have a penalty marker on the field.
Colton Quaker with the carry of 4 yards here, and we'll see what the penalty is and which side it's on.
It's going to be against James Wood.
And that's a bummer because, you know, it's just another automatic first down here.
A dead ball foul, a personal foul against the
ball
Colonels.
will move from the...
Somebody down there is mouthing off on almost every play.
Looks like it'll be at the 3.5, 4 yard line now. First down for Kettle Run.
Spotted at the Colonels 4.
Twins to the left.
Kettle Run.
2 backs in the backfield. James Wood not shying away from press coverage tonight. This might be the game of the week looking at the other scores, Mark. I mean, that Todd picked a doozy here, so that's going to be a touchdown here, and you're going to be an extra point away from a tie game. 7:41 to go. A lot of movement up front. The offensive line of Kettle Run dominating, you know.
Right now they are.
Shelby on the keeper.
Extra point pending. Good snap, good kick, good hold. Tie game, 14-14. We'll be back after this. You listen to the High School Game of the Week on News Talk 1400. Back at James Wood High School, Charles Harbaugh IV with the MVP and Super Bowl champion Mark Mosley. We've got a great game here. It's the High School Game of the Week, the best one around, 14-14. 9-0 Heritage in Loudoun County, 24-0 Strasburg over Clark County. So those are some of the other games here. A little bit lopsided. Sharando 33-7 over Millbrook. We're getting set here for Kettle Run to kick it off. For James Wood tonight, Mark, I like the way they've answered.
They've done well tonight. I was expecting it to be a little bit lopsided, but they've done a good job of both offense and defense. And that big mistake there, or they would have still had the lead.
All right, kickoff goes to the back at the 5 yard line. James Wood will return it from there at the 20 to the 25. Good return.
Good.
Down near the 37-yard line. Great return. I like that one because they went north and south, Mark.
They went right up the field with it. That's what you do. You want to get yards, you go north and south. You want to lose yards, go east and west.
At their own 37, first and 10.
Good field position for James Wood.
They got 7.5 minutes here to get a score before halftime.
Tight formation on the left. Quick pass. Ooh, dangerous throw there. But it is completed.
Close.
It'll be near a first down, gain of 9 yards.
It's a good thing he didn't read that a step sooner.
We do have penalty markers on the field again.
We got another penalty here. This doesn't look good for James Wood here. This might be against him.
Penalties, a dead ball foul, personal foul against the Colonels.
Big penalty there for James Wood, not what they needed. Going to be a 15-yard penalty.
Somebody down there doesn't like the other one.
It looks like that.
They're doing it on every play.
Every play, personal foul. I think they might be getting near ejecting somebody here because this is going on and on and on. 14-14, very chippy game, and maybe the injury had something to do with that. They're still deciding where they're going to put the ball. When it's said and done, it's at the 33-yard line. Still be first down.
1st and 15 now.
Coach Ryan Morgan calling a good game, said he wanted to establish the run, and they have established the run. They've been doing fairly well at finding some holes here early on. Another whistle here. 4 receivers out here early on for James Wood. We'll wait to see. All right, we got that situated, Mark.
Come on, refs, let's play ball.
Okay. Kettle Run showing a blitz. Motion man is number 8. Fake the handoff. They're going to give it to him, and he swallowed whole.
He didn't even. He barely got the ball.
That didn't fool anybody, did it?
No.
He should have given it to that option man who had a lane around.
On the outside there, yeah.
Going to be 2nd down and 12. Loss of 2 on the play. 75 and 44 in on the tackle for Kettle Run.
You know, I said a couple of weeks ago that's a hard play to run in high school, that option, because they've got to be able to read those linebackers and that D-back coming up as to whether to hand it off, keep it, or pitch it out.
Trips left, single suited right, blitz coming up the middle. Neal steps up in the pocket looking to throw. He tucks it. Shoot. That's heavy. That's
Here's a
another
flag.
flag. I think this is going to be on defense.
There, look at them. They're swinging. They're throwing fists down there now.
Yeah, they are. Getting chippy.
Yep. This game is.
That was helmet to helmet. The quarterback's knees was on the ground, and he still was hitting him. That was a lot of work for. As a coach, you want to see your quarterback just throw that away, right?
Yeah,
like he
exactly.
could not get hit like that. He took on 3 defenders here. This may be offsetting because of that, but if so, that's a shame because that was helmet to helmet.
Yeah. And it was pretty blatant afterwards.
All right.
Calling against Kettle Run.
Sharando, 33. Millbrook, 14. Millbrook just scored a touchdown. Sharando had 33 unanswered points. Millbrook just now getting back into the swing of things there with a touchdown. 1:32 left to go in the half. A.J. Santiago having a big game. They marking this all the way close to midfield.
Wow. That was a big penalty there.
48-yard line.
It was, considering it would have been 3rd down and 12, Mark. And now you get a first down close to midfield. We're changing in players, substituting them. It's going to be...
After the penalties, first down, James Wood, Colonel.
6:30 to go here in a ticking second quarter clock. Single receiver each side of the formation. Snap, pass, caught.
Boom.
Shoot.
Nice play by that cornerback over there.
Yeah, great defense. No gain on the play.
Number 10, Vincent Serrati.
Mark, I think they need to run that again and take a shot, stop and go, because they are just teeing off on these guys. I think that they need to take a shot down the field. If he has the time, that play should be open because they've run that same thing 3 or 4 times. Maybe they're setting them up.
Really, all they need to do is run that same play, and this far side receiver over here come across the middle. He'll be wide open right where the safety is right there because they're all coming up so fast.
All right, handoff to the back. He's got the edge here. Could be a good gain. First down and more. Gain of about 13 yards.
I think it's a first down. Yep.
He stopped on the play by number 5, Colton Quaker.
Good run off the tackle there on the right side.
Good job of screening off that whole left side of that defense over there.
Absolutely. Good running blocking.
Give him a good lane out there to get around that corner.
First down for James Wood, 14-14, 5:39 to go here. Play call coming in. Interesting formation over there with the tight ends stacked on top of each other. You don't see that very often. Motion man here coming underneath to help with the blitz pickup. Handoff, picks his way. They're trying to strip the ball. Maybe he got a yard on there.
They're definitely. I think that's what's kind of creating the problem down there where they're getting after one another. On every play, Kettle Run is trying to strip the ball, take it away from them. And
number 2, Peyton Mahaffey making the stop for Kettle Run, a gain of a yard.
They're not trying to hide it.
Absolutely.
They're being a little vicious with that yanking and pulling that they're doing on that football.
Okay, second down and 9 upcoming. Single receiver to the left and to the right. Neal, pistol formation. Low snap. He gets that off the ground. Watch out, blitz coming. And he was lucky to get that away, and he was popped.
He got hit good that time.
25, Andrew Link. Pass is incomplete. Third down for James Wood.
Okay, third down and 9 upcoming. Looks like twins to the left, single receiver on the right, looking at Coach Morgan for the offensive play call. Cool night here in Frederick County, Virginia. We're down below 59 degrees, 56. It's dropped 3 degrees. Blitz coming here. Going to be holding. Back across his body, caught, first down, but I imagine this is coming back.
Yep.
We didn't have penalty markers on the field.
Really targeting Michael Jackson here a lot. 6 targets.
Penalty is holding against the Colonels.
Holding on the offensive line, that was pretty blatant.
Yeah, he was out here by himself.
Penalty from the spot.
I'm surprised he did that. I mean, he didn't have to. It was behind the play, but he reached out and grabbed that kid from the back of his jersey, right in front of the official.
It is third down.
Third down, and we'll say 25. Not a whole lot in the playbook here, but at the very least, James Wood was able to flip some field position if they can get off a decent punt and a modest gain here. Twins left, twins right. Neal. Last snap was low in this formation, so they need to be careful here. That's a good one. Blitz coming. Going deep down the field. Overshot him, and the quarterback down on the ground again. Ooh, he's limping.
Eli Miller.
34 came unabated to the, I mean, he was not touched.
Moving.
Yes, he was moving and popped. Need to get a good punt off here, Mark. Sharando, 39. Millbrook, 14. Gavin Bly, 49-yard touchdown.
He must have missed the extra point or gone for 2 and didn't get it.
Nearly blocked there, but a good punt, fair caught at the 22-yard line. So good punt, That's what James Wood needed.
Yep.
4:20 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout. Be back after this. Just in high school football. News Talk 1400. Back at James Wood High School, Charles Harville IV, Mark Mosley, pass clear across the formation here. He's caught, and he's got a good gain here. This could be 7 if he didn't
down
step
the
out.
sideline.
Wow, what a quick strike there. Chumley, touchdown pass, crossing route. 70-yard touchdown pass, Mark.
Yep.
Just like that.
Some bad tackling. Two guys had a shot at him over on the sideline and missed him.
That drive, one play, 16 seconds. Touchdown, Kettle Run, and James would need to be careful there.
Yeah, they don't want to let this game get out of reach for him.
Good snap. Kick is up. It's good. 21-14. Mark, you'd be happy 5 for 5 on extra points tonight. We haven't had that this season.
Well, you know, they've been getting better every week.
Maybe they just needed practice.
We've been seeing it getting better. The snaps, I will admit this, the snaps have gotten much better. The snap and the hold has really helped a lot to improve the kicking game.
That's repetition and reps.
It's reps and it's
in-game experience, right? So 21-14.
The Jamestown volleyball team is with us this evening with their bake sale. They are raising money for the Katie Teach Comfort House.
Going to be James Wood football. They have plenty of time. 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go here to answer back. If you're James Wood, you'd love to go into halftime tied, right? Because you know you thought the deck was stacked against you, 4-0, 0-4. But if you could be tied with this team at halftime, that'd be great.
be a nice one.
Good for these players' confidence. That's
come out the second half with a lot more confidence, but they don't want to let something big happen. Remember last week, Sherando dropped the kickoff. Remember, and they turned right around. They jumped two scores ahead of them just before halftime, and that kind of just blew the air out of their balloon.
Kicker has been really good, and this one he doesn't let them return much.
Just a little pooch.
At the 20, picked up. He's past the 30. Tackle around the neck again. Goodness. All right, ball will be at the 38-yard line. Great field position again for James Wood. Let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Number 30, Jesse Gwinner making the return. They have a penalty holding against the Colonels.
Holding. Going to back them up some more.
Shoots a hole in that good return.
James Wood will have to start off at the 20-yard line.
We'll move the ball back to the Colonels on 20-yard line. First and 10.
Twins to the right. Neal surveying the defense. Kettle Run showing blitz. Got 8 men at the line of scrimmage. Wow. He's rolling out, steps up in the pocket, throws, crossing route. Good tackle there.
Yeah. If he hadn't got him, he'd have had another 20, 30 yards down the field.
Great tackle by number 10. We've called his name a couple times tonight on defense. He is really Trey Western Sr.
Number 10, Trey Western making the stop for the Cougars.
Limiting that gain to 5 yards, but that was a good route and a good catch, but great tackle.
Yeah, that was going to be a big play if he hadn't made that tackle.
Another blitz here. They're not shying away from this. They're not dropping people into coverage, are they? They're going to bring in 7 here. Neal to pass, hit the crossing route. It's caught.
First.
I think he picked up the first mark.
Yeah.
Number 25 there. Andrew Link, he caught the touchdown, one of the touchdowns. Tight end, good route against that. Kettle Run blitzing a lot tonight, folks, if you're listening on the radio and not watching on Win Life, but every down they blitzing. I mean, they bring in pressure.
Oh, he was wide open.
Incomplete pass, second.
Did somebody tip that?
2:54 to go here in the second quarter.
That may have been tipped then because he was wide open and it looked like he was expecting the ball and then it.
Trips to the right, single receiver on the left. Second down and 10 upcoming here. Neal back to pass, throws the flat. He's going to get popped. Wow.
He needed to expect that.
Gosh, it's another heavy hit, man. They teeing off on these wide receivers here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Number 9, Jordan Tapscott, the one who has all the records as a receiver.
Number 9, Jordan Tapscott making the stop for the Cougars.
Going to be third down and 10.
Brings up third down and 10.
What a hit. A couple big hits down here tonight.
Yeah, those hurt when you get hit from the back like that. That's just like getting whiplash in a car wreck.
Third and 10, 2 receivers on each side of the formation, or 1 receiver on each side of the formation, excuse me. 2 tight ends in to help with this blitz pick up here, and they're bringing the house now.
Yep.
Neal got to get going. Ooh, almost intercepted.
He went over his back then, though.
I thought so, too.
That should have been a flag thrown.
Going to be punt time again, 2 minutes to work with. Hunter Barnhart will need to get a good punt.
Pass is incomplete, fourth down for James Wood.
Disappointing series there if you're James Wood, right?
Yeah.
They've got to beat that blitz. They're not giving Jared Neal any time. And they're teeing off on these short routes. He needs to take a shot and get these guys to back off. Punt is up. It's high. I'll give you that. And
oh, good bounce.
Good friendly roll.
Let it roll.
I don't know why he dove on that thing.
Jump on that thing.
You know, let the clock tick.
Yeah,
gosh, you
thing
could have
go.
got another 5 or 6 seconds out of that.
Well, he could have got 3 or 4 more yards out of it,
Yeah.
too. It was going in the right direction.
Lordy. Somebody got to talk to that young man about some special team stuff, Mark, but
yeah, that's.
Guess he was playing Madden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple more seconds and some couple more yards could be a big difference. 21-14. The Colonels have played well tonight. We'll say that. They've taken the Cougars' best shot here, and they've been impressive at times, but that big quick strike touchdown here was a big difference maker. They're looking forward again here. Chumley back to pass, steps up in the pocket here, and he's battling people off. It's a sack.
That's a good big loss there of about 9 yards, looks like.
Second and long upcoming.
Yeah, good defensive effort there by James Wood.
Loss of 7. Second and 17 for the Cougars.
.124 to go. We'll see how aggressive they want to be with the lead. Twins to the left, single receiver on the right. Hand off to the back, and he's going to probably get this first down himself. Wow.
Right up the middle.
And I think that they're going to take a timeout.
15 yards right up the middle.
1:12 to go.
It was spotted at the Kettle Run 49.
Tough when you get just allow that, right, Mark? Second, 17, you allow a first down pickup. Chumley back to pass. He's got receivers out in the flats, and it's a dump off there, and it's going to be a first down. He's out of bounds. Clock stops. 1 minute to go. Kettle Run on the move.
Number 23, Zach Smith.
Yeah, James Wood doesn't need this. They don't need a score before halftime. That sure
Ball marked at the Colonels 36.
could be disastrous for him. Come back to second half.
Twins left, single receiver on the right. Shotgun formation to Chumley. Should be a false start here. Wide receiver was way down the, way out in the secondary when that went off. So this is beneficial for James Wood. Big 5-yard penalty
I
here.
don't know what he was listening to out there.
Sharando 39, Millbrook 14, Strasburg 24, Clark County 0. Twins left, single receiver on the right. Chumley back to pass, quick out, should have been intercepted there.
Another flag.
Yeah, I think that should be a flag. That should be offensive pass interference.
For number 10,
Then there's another
Webster,
flag
we
in the
have
secondary.
penalty markers on the field.
Should be offensive. Okay, we'll sort this out here while there's 58 seconds on the clock.
Holding
Holding, wow.
against James Wood.
I don't see that.
I didn't either.
Penalty is going to be holding against James Wood.
That should have been offensive pass interference of anything. I mean,
I'm not sure how they got that, but I guess they feel like they're closer to the game than we are.
21-14, first down here, Kettle Run. Big penalty here, goodness.
After they mark the penalty.
So it was first and 15, now first and 5.
For Kettle Run.
Single receiver on the left, Twins to the right. Chumley, high snap, he gets it down, handoff to number 5. He's picking his way, and he's still up
Come on,
there.
grab a hold of him, guys.
Big loss there. Second and 10, number 33 in.
Brought down by number 23, Zach Smith.
Looked like they had him.
Timeout, we'll take it with them.
They
This
look
is the
like
high school football on News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV.
Reminder to our respect-
Back at James Wood High School, timeout on the field.
That last play looks like they were trying to catch a greased pig or something out there.
High snap.
Everybody kept sliding off of him like he couldn't get a hold of him.
9-0 Heritage in Loudoun County. If our listeners aren't free tomorrow, big event at Access Independence, the fall ramp up. 100% of the proceeds goes to walkers, wheelchairs, ramps, assistive technology for people with disabilities in the 5-county region. If you get a chance, come up to that 10 to 3 tomorrow on Hope Drive. Shotgun snap, Chumley to pass. Should be sacked, but he just shreds these defenders. Wide open man, and should be out of bounds. Quarterback just is able to hold people off with his hand. He looked like Josh Allen out there. I wish I had his height and weight on this list because he is just stiff-arming people. And then also, James Wood been tackling high all game long.
Yeah, they can't seem to get a hold of these guys for some reason.
3rd and 10, 37 seconds, on the clock. Twins to the left, single receiver on the right. Chumley shotgun, back to pass, setting up the screen.
Just a little dump pass.
Yeah. James Wood fans love that effort there. Defensive end peeling back to make a tackle. Going to be a timeout. We'll stay there with them.
We do have a timeout on the field. Kettle Run.
We'll see what they want to do. 4th down and 5.
4th down and 6.
Would be a 31, 41, 47-yard field goal, Mark. So we'll see how aggressive they want to be or they're going for it. So.
Yeah, that would be a real confidence booster there if they got somebody they think can make a 47-yarder.
One community, one team,
and for James Wood, you gotta keep, you gotta stop him here, right?
It's a big
possession
play.
here.
This is a big play coming up. They've done well this first half. They can go into the locker room only behind by 7. They'll be
hospitality tent for our Hall of Fame inductees for 2022.
Okay.
All right, they're going for it here.
Yep, 4th down and 5. Twins to the left. He's looking left. Chumley back to pass. Crossing route caught.
First down.
First down. 19 seconds left. Big completion there, Mark.
That was. It was actually that was quarterback just holding it, waiting for that guy to break loose from the opposite. He came all the way across the field.
Colonel's 24.
Same formation, Twins left, single receiver on the right. Kettle Run in the shotgun formation. Chumley surveying the defense. Back is on his left. High snap. Chumley, slant, intercepted. And it could be returned here, could get a good return. 35-40, he's got to get it upfield to the 50-yard line. 9 seconds left. Big turnover there for Chumley. Saves possibly a field goal attempt, Mark.
Definitely. Big play right there. Big heads-up play.
9 seconds here left. We'll see what James Wood wants to do.
Out to the Colonel's 48.
Great interception
With 9
there.
seconds remaining in our first half, the Colonels take over. 1st and 10.
You wish they had a little bit more time to
You
work,
know,
Mark.
if he hadn't, for some reason, he stumbled there and fell. He had nothing but green grass in front of him.
It was close. I mean, they peeled back there. They got some speed. That quarterback is
they do,
fast.
yeah.
I mean, he was coming back around. Okay. I'm just going to hand the ball off here, and he's out of bounds. Gain of 3 yards, 2nd and 7. 3 seconds left on the clock.
Gets across midfield to the Cougars 49.
Hail Mary attempt here. We assume if he has the time, they blitzed him to death
We'll call it
tonight.
2nd down and 7.
That's why they've been keeping 2 tight ends in all night, Mark, and they're only running, single receiver routes to each side. Timeout, James Wood. I guess they want to talk about it. We'll stay here with them. Mark, Washington, Philadelphia, big NFC East rivalry this week. Philadelphia 2-0, maybe the hottest team in the NFC.
You know, I keep hearing that. I've heard somebody today talking about that they could be one of the Super Bowl teams this year, and I don't know. I mean, I think he's a good young quarterback, but I don't see what they're. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see what they're seeing.
He has improved his throwing drastically this year from the pocket, but also they got him weapons. A.J. Brown is there. Devontae Smith, second-year receiver, he's blossoming. Quez Watkins, Dallas Goedert, they're playing better, but they're running the football, Mark. They have 3 backs. They cycle in and out. Miles Sanders gets the majority of the carries, but then Hurts is tacking on 50 yards a game rushing. So we're going to have our hands full Sunday.
Yeah, it's typical.
All right, he'll try the Hail Mary blitz here. They're not just going to let him throw it. He slings it. It's going to be intercepted, and they got to make a tackle here.
Well, they got a lot of white jerseys out there.
Yeah, they still got a chance here. Ball past the
You gotta
40
be
to the
kidding me.
30 to the 20.
You're
and
kidding.
Finally, now the ball's out. He fumbled it. They picked it up, scooped it, scored. I think this is going to be
What?
the touchdown. Wow.
You are kidding me. What a return.
Wow.
And they didn't have any clips or anything. You got.
Well, I think he was down, but they're saying he fumbled it forward, and then they picked it up.
Yeah. Now, that was one of the strangest plays I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Interception made by number 9, Jordan Tapscott.
Jordan Tapscott, the receiver that we talk all about with all the records. He made the interception here.
As a beautiful run back. And his team picked him up there at about the 40-yard line, and he had a whole string of white jerseys out in front of him.
He did, and then they had a lot of guys over there too, and all they had to do was make a tackle, fumble. A lot of fans here not happy about that call. This is a huge momentum. It could have been 21-14. Now it's 27-14. Shocker here. Huge return. Extra point is up. It's good. Wow, what a turn of events here at James Wood. High School, 28-14 Kettle Run. I don't think a lot of people saw that coming. They had him right there, and it was
just a Hail Mary, and they.
Yeah. All right, we're going to Josh Kirby back in the studio. Charles Hubble IV, Mark Mosley. High School Game of the Week on News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV.
Powell's Plumbing is your best choice for quality and professionalism. We have a truck in your neighborhood. At Powell's Plumbing, we can handle any plumbing or septic job, big or small, from well pumps to sewer and drain cleaning, as well as leaking faucets and water heaters. Go to powellsplumbing.com for more info and special savings. So, leaky faucets, toilets won't flush or overflowing, kitchen sink backed up. Call Powell's Plumbing. We've got 30 years of serving the community with quality and professionalism you can count on.
Okay, getting set for kickoff here. Start of the third quarter, 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, this is going to be another late night.
Another late night, but that's what you have sometimes. So, okay. Short kick should be fielded at the 15-yard line. Running start here for number 4.
Oh,
and he slammed into somebody at the 30-yard line.
I thought he had a hole there, too. He missed it.
Michael Jackson on the return. I'd like to shout out my friend Anne-Marie Utz. She works for the Apple Blossom Foundation, and so she's tuning in and checking out the game. She lives next door, says she wants to hear another cannon go off, so she's a James Wood fan.
Well, they got a long way to go before you hear that cannon go off. 70 yards here.
Okay, James Wood football, handoff to the back. He got a first,
nice.
You're close to it.
Nice
but,
move.
Ball on the ground. I hope he was down.
He was down, yeah. That was a nice move he made there.
It sure was. 29 on the carry. Elijah Richards, he's a running back, 5'8", 149-pound. Sophomore. 2nd and 2 upcoming. Just like sucked all the life out of the crowd here with that interception return, Mark. It's so quiet here.
Yeah.
And it's a shame. I saw some folks leaving at halftime, and it's sad, you know, because the ball's out, fumble here.
Ball comes loose.
I think that's his 2nd time in a row putting it on the ground. They might want to.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kettle Run on every play, they're going after the football.
Sure are,
I mean, they're standing them up, and then there's 2 guys reaching and pulling and trying to pull their arms and the ball out of there.
3rd down and 7 upcoming here. Big 3rd down right here, right out of halftime. James Wood, you know, you want to take some time off the clock, at least flip field position, down 2 scores or something, but they're prepared for a blitz again, leaving 2 tight ends in, and you're going to have a false start here. It's a shame. Going to back them up 5 more yards, set up 3rd down and 12. They can't even get a 7-yard route completed. I don't know how they'll get a 12. I mean, it's hard to protect that long and hold up. Clock rolling. 3rd down and long for the Colonels as they take on the Cougars in what has been very competitive and chippy. Trips to the right, single receiver on the left. Pistol formation. Back picks up the blitz slant, caught.
Oh, wow.
He splits the defenders there, and he's going to go coast to coast if he doesn't get caught.
Wow.
And this is Andrew Link's 2nd touchdown, 3rd big catch of the game. This re-energizes the crowd. Jared Neal's touchdown pass, cannon going off. Anne-Marie Utz loves that. That's what she wanted.
That was quicker than I thought. I said that.
Yeah. 3rd down and 12.
That
Didn't
was
look like
nice.
much hope there.
That was a pretty play, too. He hit him on the full stride. He never slowed up. That gets him right back in the ball game.
Okay.
Ooh, they almost messed that one up. Was it good?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Wow.
28-21. James Wood back in the game. You listen to the High School Game of the Week on News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV.
That was a rough snap that time. Almost cost them.
Powell's Plumbing is your best choice for quality and professionalism. We have a truck in your neighborhood. At Powell's Plumbing, we can handle any plumbing or septic job, big or small, from well pumps to sewer and drain cleaning, as well as leaking faucets and water heaters. Go to powellsplumbing.com for more info and special savings. So, leaky faucets, toilets won't flush or overflowing, kitchen sink backed up. Call Powell's Plumbing. We've got 30 years of serving the community with quality and professionalism you can count on.
Back at James Wood High School, Charles Harbaugh IV. Mark Mosley with the MVP here. Second touchdown by the tight end Andrew Link has made this a 28-21 game.
Beautiful
Mark.
play, too. Beautiful play. Quick pass. He was wide open. He never broke stride. Went right through 3 guys, and they never even got a hand on him.
And as shocking as that interception return was on the last play of the first half, this was shocking. 3rd and 12. They had been blitzed to death by Kettle Run. They were able to split those defenders and score there. Link from a touchdown pass from Jared Neal. And here is the kickoff, and it will be at the 12-yard line. It'll be returned. Running start here. He's out past the 25, headed to the 30, to the 40-yard line. Should be close to the 40. And good field position for Kettle Run. James Wood needs a stop on defense, Mark.
Yes, big time. And they've been doing a pretty good job here. They just got to make sure they stay in the ball game. You can't. That last play for the touchdown really helped to get some momentum back now. And if they can keep that momentum on this defensive series here, then get the ball back. That offense can keep them, they can keep them in the game here.
K-Twins to the right, handoff to the back up the middle. Gain of 5 yards. We've seen them go back to that play on first down and setting up second and shorts, Mark. Second and 5. 38-0, Strasburg over Clark. Pouring it on.
Gain of 4 to play, just 2nd down and 6.
That game's final, Mark, 38-0, Strasburg over Clark County. We'll have Strasburg later this year. Handoff to the right side of the formation. Big hole here, first down and more, past midfield. And he's banged out at the 40-yard line here.
Number 5, Colton Quaker carrying the ball. Knocked out of bounds by
Great carry by Quaker, the running back.
He's had a pretty good night tonight, both on offense and defense.
Sure has.
James Wood 38. 1st and 10 for Kettle Run.
1st and 10, Kettle Run, ball moving. James Wood got to have a stop to get back in this game, 28-21, and re-energize this crowd.
Yeah, they can't let them go down to score here and go back up 14.
Okay, 1st and 10. Twins to the left. Shotgun formation. Flag on the play.
He's lining up offsides.
Encroachment defense.
Yeah, he was. The two ends down here were lining up offsides.
Penalty is encroachment on the defense.
All they got to do is turn their head and look down the line and see where the ball is. It's not good, guys.
Tough penalty there. They're having trouble making stops anyway, and it's like free 5 yards,
yeah, but
1st and 5.
You don't give a game away. You got to be a little bit smart about it. All right, quarterback keeper up the middle. He's running good.
Sure is. Gain down into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Inside the 20, near the 15.
Not sure where everybody went then.
High tackling again, not going low has been the issue tonight. 16-0, Syracuse over UVA.
Ball marked at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10.
Whoa.
He dives for the end zone in the pylon there, and he's going to be just a bit short. Kettle Run driving here, up 28-21 over James Wood. James Wood struggling to play defense and get a stop here. All right, single receiver on the left side. 2 tight end formation, 2 backs in the shotgun with the quarterback, Chumley. It's going to be a high snap. He hands it off up the middle. James Wood defense held there.
Yeah, I think they held him.
The ball carrier once again.
Gain of a yard, we'll say. 2nd down upcoming. we have an injured player. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back after this. Just in the high school football on News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV.
Thank you.
Back here at James Wood, we got an injured Colonel on the field. He's getting some attention. In Loudoun County, 29-19 Heritage winning. Deshaun Allen had a pick 6 to take the lead there. Cheerleaders imploring the Colonels to step up here and make a stop. Michael Jackson coming out. He had been targeted a lot on offense and had some returns. He looks to be shaken up on the play, but okay. It will be 2nd down and goal. Ball at the 2.5-yard line. James Wood putting their defense on the field. Single receiver on the left. 2 backs in the backfield. Pistol formation behind Chumley. Run game is really shown bright here for the Cougars. And
that high
stop there.
That high snap helped him that time.
Quaker stopped on the run. Going to be 3rd down and loss of 1. 3rd down and 5, we'll say. 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Number 42, Jordan Sweetser. Number 52, Brandon Waters, helping to make the stop.
Twins to the left. Single back in the backfield, shotgun. James Wood showing the blitz here, playing the run. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He is picking his way. Pyle is driving. Gosh, it's close.
That looks like he's at about the 1, though, I think.
I think so. Big call here on 4th down. We'll see what they decide to do.
It's big down. Come on.
Absolutely.
4th and goal.
Okay, here we go. Single receiver on the left. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 tight ends. Chumley coming up under center. Looks like a quarterback keeper. He's fighting, and he's in.
I think he's in.
I think it's going to be a touchdown.
Surges ahead.
Yep.
Scores the touchdown for Kettle Run.
Extra point pending here. James Wood fought hard to get back in this game. Now they're down again, 2 touchdowns. That's a shame because they've really played with a lot of effort, but that big interception there right before half. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. It's good. 35-21. Kettle Run in command of this game. You'll listen to high school football on News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV.
After that big touchdown, that really hurt.
Powell's Plumbing is your best choice for quality and professionalism. We have a truck in your neighborhood. At Powell's Plumbing, we can handle any plumbing or septic job, big or small, from well pumps to sewer and drain cleaning, as well as leaking faucets and water heaters. Go to powellsplumbing.com for more info and special savings. So, leaky faucets, toilets won't flush, or overflowing, kitchen sink backed up. Call Powell's Plumbing. We've got 30 years of serving the community with quality and professionalism you can count on.
Support of our James Wood Touchdown Club.
Back at James Wood High School, Charles Harbaugh IV with the MVP, Mark Mosley, Todd Bartley, our producer here, Corey Campbell upstairs here, braving the elements. It's 55 degrees here. It feels like it turned fall all in one day, Mark. I remember we were here a month ago. It was 90 degrees. And gosh, it was hot in here that night.
It was.
Took an hour to get out of the stadium, and then, it's first day of fall was yesterday, so.
I guess we're supposed to expect it to drop 50 degrees in one day.
Guess that's Virginia weather. 30 degrees drops in the single day. You know, you'll be wearing shorts and have to wear a sweatshirt at night, but that's okay. Kickoff down to the 5-yard line. James Wood was set up the return here. He's out past the 20 with the full head of steam to the 30, to the 40. Make a man miss, close to midfield. Number 4, Michael Jackson, who left shaken up on the play. He made a good return there. James Wood in business, but I got a bad feeling there's a penalty marker here. Down at the 30. Holding.
Oh, gosh. Go bring it back.
Seems like James Wood can't do two good things right. You know, it's like one step forward, one step back.
Yep.
Down 35-21 in this high-scoring affair, but this has been the best game so far on the docket.
After the penalty, the ball will be spotted at the 23-yard line.
Ball's going to be at the 23-yard line. Of course, tomorrow, Hanley hosts Fauquier.
Yeah, if they're not careful, they could let this game get away from them real quick here. They need to get something going.
Absolutely. Single receiver to the left. They're going to hand off up the middle, and nothing doing there. Shoot.
Yeah.
Second down and 10, no gain on the play.
29, Elijah Richards.
Richards with the carry. He'd put the ball down twice on the last possession. Neal waiting on the play call. Single receiver to the left and the right. Playing way off here. Another handoff. We'll see. Left side of the formation. Good gain here on second down. He made a man miss. Broke a tackle at the 31-yard line. Third down and 2 coming up.
Good run.
Number 3, Sam Rogers.
Nice block by this wide receiver out here. He came back and made a block to give him a few more yards there.
Absolutely. Big third down here early on in the third quarter, but James Wood has to score to keep pace with Kettle Run. 35-21, 5:51 to go here. All right, here we go. Handoff again. He picks his way for the first down and more. Busts through there, and he could be gone. 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, diving effort. Touchdown, just barely got there. Great carry. Number 19, Lane Overball. First time calling his name tonight. What a carry here when his team needed it the most. 70-yard touchdown run for James Wood. Cannon going to go off here. 35-27, extra point pending.
I'll tell you, this offense that they've been able to put together tonight has really been a shocker going against these guys. It's
very impressive there. Hunter Barnhart into kick. Extra point is up. It's good.
Tell you what, he's got a good leg.
He does. Mark loves this. Every extra point has been made tonight. So 9 for 9 extra points here. So we're in good shape. We're going to take a break after this, and we'll be back with the high school game of the week.
One of the reasons we've been in business 131 years is that we provide excellent customer service from employees who are loyal, long-term employees.
We just want to be your brick and mortar store. We want to be continuing to do what we do each day, looking people in the eye, seeing what they need, helping them. We don't always help them here. We'll send them somewhere else if we know somebody else has got it, but our goal is to get that customer taken care of one way or the other.
Back here at James Wood High School, 35-28. We have a game, and Mark, I just said this twice, but James Wood needs a stop, right? They got to get a stop on defense.
Yeah. Well, we were saying that after they scored that other touchdown here a few minutes ago.
Shout out to my dear friend C.J. Jordan listening from Richmond, Virginia Guiding Lights, Ecclesia Principles, a Christian group there. They're listening and tuned in. Thank you, C.J. All right. Short kick.
He's trying to hit that empty spot over there.
He is. I hope it can stay right there. They can pick up a possession.
Did it stay in bounds?
It did, Mark, and James Wood had the perfect opportunity to fall on it.
Wow.
No return on the play. Ball will be at the 25-yard line. Good decision there. We're kind of critical of those sometimes, but
well, it didn't go out of bounds. I was normally almost every one of them, 90% of the time, they go out of bounds over there.
First and 10.
That thing stayed in bounds, and they could have covered that.
Okay, first down. Twins to the right. Two backs in the backfield. 5:17 to go here in the third quarter. Wow. Gosh, if you're James Wood, you hate to have to use a timeout there.
Yeah.
We'll stay there with them. Take a look at the slate of games we have on the schedule. Tomorrow, of course, Clemson at Wake Forest, 11:30. Florida, Tennessee, 3:30. Kansas State, Oklahoma, 8 p.m. Sunday, Chiefs, Colts. Colts 0-2. Chiefs 2-0. Big game there. Packers, Buccaneers. What's your prediction for that, Mark?
That's going to be a pretty up in the air game, I think.
A lot of injuries on the Buccaneers. They've got Godwin out. Mike Evans suspended.
They're
Julio Jones questionable. Russell Gage questionable. So they signed Cole Beasley, and he'll be up for the game. And they'll have Scotty Miller. So it'll be about who they do have, but the defense is there, and they've given Rodgers fits. Rolling out route, caught.
Again, this is...
There we go, ball at the 50-yard line. They're just marching down again. Gain of 25-yard line.
Number 23.
Corey Campbell voted Packers for sure. He says he'll beat the Bucks. He's taking them. I got a good friend on the Packers, Mark. Preston Smith. He's been to Middletown multiple times with Washington, and I'm very happy to see his career go the way it is. He's a dad again. Just had a baby over summer right before training camp.
Handoff goes to number 5, Colton Quaker. He stopped in the backfield by number 23, Zach Smith.
Zach Smith with the tackle.
A loss of a yard.
12 up.
Second down and 11.
Gosh, if James Wood could just get one stop, this game could really be entertaining here and close if they can tie it up and score. Twins left, single receiver on the right. If you're listening from home, James Wood in Navy, all Navy, Kettle Run in all white. And so we've got a quick pass here. He breaks out the back door. He's got a first down and more. He's
Somebody's pass complete to number 9, Jordan Tapscott.
Division I wide receiver.
He will score a touchdown. We do have a penalty marker on the field.
Penalty here. Hopefully this is we'll see. Holding maybe, blocking the back. What's the play? Let's see what the penalty is here. Penalty marker down at the 20-yard line. They're saying touchdown. Another flag coming in here. Lordy. Tonight has been filled with flags in this high-scoring affair. This game has just gone on and lots of delays. Still sorting it out here. Another foul came, like we said, after the...
They're still trying to figure out what to do out there.
But we do see the extra point team for Kettle Run and James Wood defense on the field. Okay, here we go. Personal foul on James Wood. Also, unsportsmanlike conduct on Kettle Run.
Penalty is personal foul against the Colonels. A dead ball foul and sportsmanlike against Kettle Run.
We'll see what that equates to here. James Wood shuffling some players in and out, 41-28, extra point pending here. Big catch and run. Referee still meek, Mark, still talking about it.
We might get out of here at 12 o'clock tonight.
Chumley's quarterback play has been exceptional tonight. He did throw the one pick, but these touchdown passes. Abram Chumley is a favorite for betting favorite for the Powell's Plumbing Player of the game.
Think so?
I think so. I think so. Still talking about it here.
Come on, guys. People are getting up and walking out.
I see that. But James Wood just can't get a stop on D.
It's been unfortunate because they've made some really good plays offensively tonight. They look good, and they've hung in the game too. They've come up, they've made big plays at good times, and then they come right back and let their offense.
So we're still waiting here. So looks like a longer extra point might be the conclusion of this. All right. Ball is marching back. Going to be a, okay, Mark, here, help me out. Going to be a 33-yard extra point, so like an NFL offensive.
Actually, it's going to be a 40. It's going to be a 45. No, you're right, 35.
Yeah, NFL almost extra point here.
Penalty being assessed on the extra point attempt.
Okay, extra point attempt. Here we go. High snap. Hold down. Kick up. It is good.
The extra point is good.
Now 42-28.
With 4:28 remaining in our third quarter.
We'll take a break and be back here at James Wood High School. Charles Harville.
Our score, Kettle Run 42, James Wood 28. Let's take a moment and look at those sponsorships for our James Wood Touchdown Club at the touchdown level. They include Mike Darnell with Sugars Incorporated, Stephen Zebar Family Dentistry, Incredible Home and Services, Darling Ingredients, Berry Hill Logistics, Diversified Educational Systems,
James Wood High School,
Pain Pump and Well, and Barnes Custom Painting. A big thank you to those folks for their sponsorship of James Wood's Touchdown Club.
Got a good game, back and forth, back and forth. James Wood struggling on defense to get a stop. 42-28, 14-point deficit. But they will receive the ball. Plenty of time here in the third quarter. 4:28 to go.
Now, they moved the ball on this kickoff up. There was a penalty. Was there a penalty on that extra point? There wasn't.
Appears so. They'll be kicking from the 45. This is sometime one where you got to be careful. They'll kick it short on purpose.
Yeah,
Mark.
well, it's going to
in the 10-yard line.
Sure they will. They're probably going to squib it.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
Oh, that was close there. That went through a couple hands. But nonetheless, 25-yard line is where James Wood will set up shop.
Yep.
Josh Kirby's vote is in for
Number 51, Hunter Rose.
Says Packers. Corey says Packers.
Making a play
Josh says Packers.
on the
Todd,
squib
what do you
kick.
think?
Colonels take over at their own 25. First and 10.
Buccaneers. Okay, so that's 2-1. Mark, what do you think?
I'm going to have to go with Todd.
Bucks, Packers.
Yeah, I think I don't ever go against Brady.
Tom Brady. I'm going to go with Buccaneers, but a caveat. Preston Smith, 2 sacks. Okay? That's my caveat. So.
Number 29, Elijah Richards, carrying the ball.
Miller of James Wood, 1st and 10. James Wood football down 2 scores, 4:20 to go. Plenty.
Number 57, Jonathan Valdez, making the stop for Kettle Run.
Play call coming in to Neal. They've been using a lot of 2 tight end formations tonight to help with this blitz pickup for Kettle Run. It has really turned the tide of the game. They also have a back end, but the flip side of that, with that protection, there's only 2 receivers running routes. We've got a handoff here. Good movement here. Good game. He busts it loose. Flag. That is a flag on the field.
Elijah Richards on the ball, Kerry. Down inside the 40-yard line of Kettle Run. We do have a penalty marker on the field.
Got it.
A lot of penalties tonight, Mark. This has been like week 1 game.
Penalty is holding against the Colonels.
This is going to be a devastating hold here. Bringing this ball back. Tough break here for Colonel fans. Coach Morgan wanted to establish the run, and he means it. He's sticking with it down.
Yeah, he's done a good job with it tonight.
This has been their best offensive performance of the season. One note in the pregame show, we mentioned they had only scored.
That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot.
All season long.
Moves the ball back to the 28-yard line.
So
it remains first down.
They've matched their point total in just this game alone through 4 games. So they still have a quarter and a half to work with. We'll see what they can do, but this is going to be first down and 20. Twins right. Neal to pass. Quick pass out to the wide.
Neal's pass complete to number 8, Eli Miller.
Hit hard. They'll give him.
Forward progress brings him up to the 30-yard line.
That developed way too slow.
Yes.
That's got to be something. The quarterback played with the ball too long. He's got to catch it and throw it immediately.
Ball is at the 30-yard line.
Number 18, Jack Peachin making the stop.
Sending the play in. I think we got to take a shot here at some point. I mean, they keep throwing.
Second down, 16.
Underneath routes. They've got to throw it deep to get these. I mean, right now the linebackers aren't dropping. They're blitzing into coverage.
That play where he hit the touchdown before, right? That quick look.
Yep.
It's going to be wide open again.
All right, here we go. Neal under duress, sacked. Huge loss.
Neal's caught in the backfield.
Probably 22.
Number 44, Tyler Johnson.
Not what they needed.
Making a play for the defense. Moves the ball back to the Colonels' 23.
Line for Kettle Run has
third down.
Game at some points tonight. I mean,
it has, and they've done a good job tonight.
44-34 lead the way for Kettle Run. Another blitz here coming. Neal hands this off on 3rd down and forever. Who gets
number 19 lane over ball, making the ball carry.
9 yards on that carry, but going to be
brought down on the far sideline.
About 14. Punt coming. Barnhart out to kick.
It brings up 4th down for James Wood.
Still 2 minutes in the 3rd quarter.
Plenty of time, but you got to get a stop, right? And James Wood is
number 9, Jordan Tapscott set to return for Kettle Run.
It's been their bailiwick tonight. It's been stopping their offense.
He's standing at his 15. Needs a good punt. Good snap. Punt is decent. Going to be fair caught at the 40-yard.
Fair catch is signaled.
He almost dropped that.
Kettle Run will take over its own 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
To go for Kettle Run when we're back. You listen to Charles Harville IV, Mark Mosley, the high school game of the week on News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV.
Somebody's pass complete to number 5, Colton Quaker.
Back at James Wood.
Steps out of bounds.
On 1st down.
A gain of 5 on the play.
1st down.
2nd and 5.
It's a completion of 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 upcoming. New players coming in for the Colonels. Late player coming on here. Twins to the right, single receiver on the left. High snap, quarterback keeper Chumley up the middle. Ball is out.
Ball comes loose. Recovered by the Colonels.
She's going to love this, and hopefully the cannon.
Number 29, Elijah Richards.
Richards on the fumble recovery for James Wood. Ball will be at the 46-yard line. Big break, just what they needed, Mark.
He's made some big plays tonight.
Colonels will take over at the Kettle Run 47, 1st and 10.
Okay, First down and 10. Same formation from the majority of the night. 2 tight ends, single back in the backfield. Jared Neal awaiting the play call here. 1:34 to go, 42-28. Batted pass in the air, and that was dangerous here.
Neal's pass batted down. Number 3, Sam Rogers, making a defensive play. Second and 10.
Took a shot there.
He was trying to hit the guy out here in the flat, and it's good defensive play then. He almost hit it in the air and could have caught it.
Perfect night for a bonfire. Our friends at Apple Blossom are having one. Todd, we love the Apple Blossom. We love covering that. Okay, Neal to pass. Nearly intercepted here on this slant, and he's dumped down. Should be a roughing the passer call here. This would be very beneficial for the
pass is incomplete. Penalty marker on the field.
Yeah.
Roughing the passer against the defense.
Chippy game, tons of penalties tonight, Mark.
It has been.
A 15-yard penalty. Moves the ball down to the Kettle Run 31. And that's good enough for a James Wood.
James Wood first down here. Ball at the 30-yard line.
Take it any way you can get it.
They need a score here to bring this into one possession. They've got to get another stop at some point. Trips right, single receiver on the left. Michael Jackson has been targeted a lot tonight down here. He's got about 7 or 8 targets, if I'm not mistaken. Neal rolling to his right, flushed out of the pocket. Errant throw, terrible throw.
Neal's pass is intercepted.
Defenders right there.
Actually, there were 5 defenders over there.
And you didn't need to throw that. Throw it away.
Yeah.
Gosh.
He had another guy out here in the middle that was.
Ball will be marked at Kettle Run 16-yard line, first and 10.
Too hard. It feels like he's got to make every play. He had a man down low, but they're just sitting underneath, daring him to throw it deep, and they just haven't thrown it deep. Ball will be at the 11-yard line. James Wood defense is going to have to come up with a stop here.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was a missed opportunity there.
Syracuse 16, UVA 13. UVA come fighting back here. Handoff up the middle. Short gain on the play. Second down and 8 upcoming.
Colton Quaker, the ball carrier.
Here your defense, 71, 79, and 42 of the Colonels in on the stop.
Number 79, Corey Miller making the stop for the Colonels.
UVA has a running back that's from.
A gain of 2, second down and 8.
Is that right?
Yeah, they played the Toronto, I believe. I may be mistaken, but I think I've heard them talking about that.
Okay. All right, blitz coming here from James Wood. They haven't blitzed much tonight. If they can make this tackle here, that would have pinned them back deep.
Colton Quaker once again around the near side. Stopped on the play by number 7, Chris Morrison.
Chris Morrison in on the tackle. Number 30 in on the tackle. Good
Ball spotted
there.
at the 30.
Tackle there.
Pardon me, the 25. It'll be third down and 1.
Big third down here. James Wood must have a stop to keep them in the game. The clock is ticking. 14 seconds. This, I think, they'll let go to the fourth quarter. Should be an exciting one here. Charles Harbaugh the fourth. Mark Mosley, Todd Bartley, Josh Kirby back in the studio. Corey Campbell upstairs with the television for Win Life TV. We'll be back after this one.
Powell's Plumbing is your best choice for quality and professionalism. We have a truck in your neighborhood. At Powell's Plumbing, we can handle any plumbing or septic job, big or small, from well pumps to sewer and drain cleaning, as well as leaking faucets and water heaters. Go to powellsplumbing.com for more info and special savings. So, leaky faucets, toilets won't flush or overflowing, kitchen sink backed up. Call Powell's Plumbing. We've got 30 years of serving the community with quality and professionalism you can count on.
The game, the administration recommends that you make that call so that your ride can get here in a timely fashion.
James Wood High School started the fourth quarter. Big play, 3rd down and 1. Colonel defense needs to stand up and force a punt here. They're down 2 touchdowns and running out of time. 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Good crowd here. Colonel's fans, they came. Some left at halftime, but they're missing a good game. Stokesville, Virginia is where the Kettle Run Cougars come from. There's about 50 fans over there. So Twins to the left, single receiver on the right. Back is to the right of the quarterback. Chumley has kept it tonight in some of these situations. Blitz upcoming. He hands this one off. He's got the first down and more. Big, huge hole here. Another big game here. 30, 25, 20-yard lines.
Handoff goes to number 2.
Just how many
Peyton Mahaffey.
carries have we seen?
He's knocked out of bounds by number 30, Justin Gwinner.
You know,
They hold them. That's what I said earlier. We hold them for 2 downs, and 3rd down they give them a 30, 40-yard run.
And then
Ball marked at the Colonel's 18, 1st and 10.
here, so
For Kettle Run.
James Wood needs to come up with a turnover. 1st down at the 20-yard line. Twins to the left. 2 tight end formation. Power football looking to run it here. Chumley hands it off. It's a great gain on 1st down. He's gaining 5 or 6.
This game could end up the same score.
Colton Quaker, the ball carrier, number 5.
Good.
Number 23, Zach Smith, making the stop for James Wood, along with number 4, Michael Jackson.
And that saw Kettle Run win.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
42-28. Yeah, 42-28. That's what it was last year. It's been competitive, and it's been the best game around here in the locality. A lot of other games lopsided, but this Syracuse and Virginia game on our sister station, 102.9 Valley FM, is turning out to be good. 16-13. Handoff up the middle. He's going to be close. 3rd down and 2 upcoming.
Number 5, Colton Quaker, the ball carrier, brought down on the play by number 79, Corey Miller.
3rd downs for James Wood, Mark. They haven't been able to stop.
Gain of a yard. 3rd down and 4.
I'm thinking that what they're going to start doing now is just running the ball and keeping it on the ground. And they don't really need to do anything else. They usually get a couple of bad downs and then 1 big down.
All right, 3rd down and short. Going to be a timeout.
Timeout on the field. Kettle Run.
Timeout, Kettle Run. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this. Houston High School football on News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV. We're actually going to stay here. Excuse me. Big 3rd down here, Mark, right? If they can forward to a field goal attempt, maybe they can miss it. They'll stay within 2 scores. We'll see here.
Final score this evening,
3rd down
Sharando 46, Millbrook 14.
As a total, I'd like to see that stat. They've gotten most of their yards on 3rd down.
Absolutely. Through the air and ground. There's just been some bad tackling, some huge gains. The big play has favored Kettle Run.
All big time.
All right.
And they haven't always been passing plays. They've had those big long runs.
Twins right. High snap. Snap is down. Quarterback keeper. Chumley dumps it off to the back. He's got the 1st down in.
Somebody's pass complete.
The pylon. I'm thinking.
To number 2, Peyton Mahaffey.
It's like at the
Yeah. 1st down, though. James Wood substituting some players here.
Right near.
Ball spotted at the 2-yard line. We'll call it the 3, 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Kettle Run. Chumley, hands off. Makes a man miss. He walks in the end zone virtually untouched.
Number 5, Colton Quaker around the far side.
way easy.
Scores the touchdown.
Easy there, Mark. 29-19 Heritage. Extra point pending here.
These kickers are getting plenty of exercise tonight.
Sure are. But hey, every extra point has been made, and I know that makes you happy. So this would be 11 for 11. I don't want to jinx it. High snap. Kick is up, and it is no.
Extra point attempt is no good.
So 10 out of 11 tonight, but mark improvement here on the extra point.
With 10:16 remaining in our game, our score, Kettle Run 48, James Wood 28.
On News Talk 1400 and MidLife TV. Okay, Charles Hubble IV, Mark Mosley, Super Bowl champion and MVP, director of franchising for Five Guys. How are things in the Five Guys business, Mark?
Good. We've actually weathered all this.
Number 4, Michael Jackson. Number 19, Lane Overball. Number 30, Justin Gwinner, set to return.
You got stores in Dubai. The line was around the block in London.
Yeah,
everywhere.
We're just under 2,000 stores now.
Number 85, Andrew Curry.
Convinced them we could.
Kicking off for the Cougars.
We've made some progress.
On the business.
Yeah, it's been a good.
Here's the kickoff here, and it's a low line drive at the 15. It's scooped up by Michael Jackson. He's been decent on returns tonight. He's battling to the 35-yard line.
Good.
And the return game has picked up for
Decent return there.
Yeah, for James Wood. I'll say that, there's some positives they can take out of this thing tonight. Down 3 touchdowns. But
Michael Jackson making the return for the Colonels brings the ball out to the 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
If they're going to think that they're going to stay in this game, they've got to get a quick score here.
Okay, trips right, single receiver on the left. Fake handoff.
Deals pass complete. Number 30, Justin Gwinner.
Complete. Will be a 6-yard gain, 2nd down and 4.
Number 5,
Tuning in saying they need a
Colton
burn.
Quaker making the stop.
You
A gain of 7 on the play.
some marketing.
2nd down and 3.
Well, unfortunately, we close at 10, so you better hurry.
You better hurry.
But we'll be open. I can assure you at 10 o'clock, it'll be open.
Okay. Trips to the left, single receiver. Neal fakes the pass, hands off up the middle, no gain.
Handoff given to Elijah Richards.
Had a wide
Back near the line of scrimmage.
He was 20 yards behind anybody.
Never saw him.
Never saw him. A couple times tonight.
Brings up 3rd down.
That would have been the shot mark to reignite this thing here a little bit, or bring him at least to within 2 scores. But rough outing here. 48.
I like your optimism.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the best here. Some folks want to hear the cannon go off again, Mark. So I'm trying to make that happen. Okay, motion man, handoff.
Handoff goes to number 19, Lane Overball. Met behind the line of scrimmage.
Looks like the old Oklahoma drill. Yeah. Edge of the ball and see how many guys can hit you before you get to the ground.
Number 34, Connor Adair making the stop for Kettle Run.
When I played for Coach Allenson, Todd knows Coach Allenson. He made quarterbacks do the Oklahoma drill in practice.
Hey, we used to, when I was at Texas A&M, my freshman year in college, we did it every day. And I mean, it was the old, where you have the circle and he calls
everybody. Yeah. That's when you find out who the men are. Crossing route, people running into each other.
Deals pass complete to number 25, Andrew Link. Out over midfield into Cougar territory, brought down near the 44-yard line.
He's had some big catches here tonight.
Number 9, Jordan Tapscott, making the stop for the Cougars.
Keeps the ball moving.
And that's good enough for a James Wood.
46-14 over Millbrook. Wow. 6-14. Big answer. Sharando had won 2 straight. They lost 2 straight. Now they won. We'll have them next week. We'll be in Loudoun County. Mark and I will go on the road. Okay, crossing route. Caught. Good pass.
Nice catch.
Yeah.
He had that
Neal's pass complete to number 25, Andrew Link.
5 upcoming.
Should have been pass interference. Did you say Sharando's playing?
Trendo beat Millbrook.
Yeah, but next week, I think.
We're in Loudon.
Number 32, Mason Hodges making the stop for Kettle Run.
This is the high school game that we have.
But who are they playing? Who is the opposing?
Riverside, excuse me.
Oh, it's Riverside.
Todd has. All right. Got a great
Number 19, Lane Overball.
hits tonight. Lane Overball, second time we called him tonight because it's the second score.
Around the far side.
7:14 to go. First down, James Wood.
Pushed out of bounds near the 11-yard line. We do have a penalty flag.
If we knew how many yards have been gained tonight in this game, there have been a lot of yards.
Penalty is holding against the Colonels.
Sure has, Mark. Going to be a penalty on James Wood. Going to back him up. 7:14 to go here. 48-28. One missed extra point. That was it.
The 10-yard spot foul moves the ball back.
Play call to come in.
The 37-yard line.
Down. 4, ball at the 37.
Second down and 4.
Stack formation on the right. Look at that. Look at that receiver formation. Have you seen that before? Okay, trips to the right. He's going to set up a screen to number 8.
The wrong way.
Yeah.
Pass is complete to number 8, Eli Miller.
Blockers were.
Yeah. Miller with
Number 3, Sam Rogers making the stop for Kettle Run. Loss of a yard. Brings up third down.
Go. James Wood really needs to get moving here. Might be a good time to take a shot. UVA 13, Syracuse 19, end of third. It's on our sister station, 102.9, the Valley FM. Trips left. Kettle Run showing blitz. Slant is off.
Neal's pass is in for number 30, Justin Gwinner. Pass is incomplete.
4th down and 4.
Brings up 4th down and a long 4 for James Wood.
Tell you what, to throw into a crowd like that, you got to really trust your receiver that he's going to go up in the air for
Yeah.
because all they got to do is
They're sitting
one of those
underneath,
guys.
Mark. He's got to
Yeah.
take a shot at some point. I mean, just to even get him to back off, you know? 1 or 2 shots a game just to get them to. Okay, here we go. Tight formation here. Everybody. Blitz coming. Neal shreds it, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run for it. He's got the first down.
Neal and the keeper.
Tough, gutsy running. Ball 30-yard line. First down, James Wood.
Gets inside.
6 minutes to go.
Came out.
Near the 31-yard line. And that's good enough for a James Wood. Number 57, Jonathan Valdez. Valdez making the stop.
Colonels. Kettle Run showing the blitz package here. Both linebackers coming in the A gaps and they stop the run here. I hope that
Number 29, Elijah Richards.
we're offsides because
Met in the backfield by number 44, Tyler Johnson.
He
Loss on the play.
defender was there as soon as the ball got into his stomach.
that's
the
why
defender was
I
there.
think you might have offsides here.
Yeah, it's got to. I don't know how you could have
False start offense. I imagine they'll decline this.
Flag was thrown. Procedure on the offense.
Huge loss. Second down, 13. Loss of 3 there. Like you said, he was at the mesh point almost, Mark.
He almost took the handoff.
Yeah, 5:36 to go here. Neal, tight formation again. He's in the pistol. Everybody's sitting really tight in there.
Anything.
Hopefully he takes a shot. Going to be another handoff. Cut back, makes a man miss. Good, tough.
Number 29, Elijah Richards.
Some of that
Down inside the 30.
3rd down and 8 coming.
Number 57, Jonathan Valdez making the stop. 4th down for the Colonels.
Sorry, it was 4th down. My apologies. Twins left. single receiver on the right. Special night for a lot of James Wood families, Mark. Hall of Fame game, right? That's
They introduced him at halftime. So.
right. Play call taking a long time to come in here. They better hurry. Not delay a game penalty. He's got 3 seconds. 2, 1.
Delay a game.
Penalties, Mark. Penalties. Sloppy game here. Here comes another.
Delay a game on the Colonels.
Look, they got something else, a personal foul. Someone on the sideline said something, but James Wood, they got the run game going, Mark, but the defense couldn't get many stops tonight, and penalty yardage. You said you'd like to know how much yardage was in here, but the penalties have just been.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With the yardage and the penalties, it may be.
Delay a game moves the ball back 5 yards. Remains 4th down.
And what they called somebody on the sidelines over here.
4th down upcoming. 4th down and 14. 13 seconds here. Play clock, trips to the left. Neal back to pass. Blitz upcoming. They're taking a shot. He's got him if he wants him. That was nearly.
Neal's pass intended for number 25, Andrew Link.
Third touchdown. And going to be a turnover on downs. And it will be Kettle Run.
Pass is incomplete.
34 to go.
Coverage on the play provided by number 18, Jack Peachin.
Shot. We've been begging him to take a shot all night, Mark, and to get the
ball turned over on downs. Kettle Run takes over at their own 34-yard line, 1st and 10.
D-back was good cover. Covered him like a glove, though. He did a good job. Ran right with him.
Twins to the right, one back in the backfield with Chumley. He'll survey the defense and take the snap. He's going to hand it off, keep the ball on the ground, and the clock running. Second.
Handoff goes to number 2, Peyton Happy.
Gain of yard there.
Yeah, they got to keep just running the ball, run that clock out.
Number 79, Corey Miller. Number 42, Jordan Sweetser making a stop for James Wood.
Here tonight at James Wood.
A gain of a yard. 2nd down.
Temperature is now. Got to be pretty
It
cool.
was 56 when I looked last time, and we'll check here, but the temperature was dropping tonight. 54 now, Mark.
It feels like it's going down quick. He's going deep.
Taking a shot. He dropped it.
Pass intended for number 6, Jacob O'Hearn.
Wide open, hit him right in the hands.
Pass is incomplete.
Shot there when you're up 3 scores and 4 minutes to go.
This is high school ball.
Yeah. I'd get it if it was a backup quarterback. But
yeah, it's not a rivalry game though either. It's that's gets you recognized. Gets you written up in the paper.
5-0 is what Kettle Run is looking to improve to, and then equally disappointing 0-5 for James Wood. And they won the district. Now you got a penalty here. Should be false start.
These referees are just
knick-knack calling.
Dead ball foul. Penalty on the offense. Illegal substitution.
Slate of football here on News Talk 1400 and 102.9 The Valley FM this weekend. Like we mentioned, we previewed the Packers and Bucks. Chiefs, Colts 2-0 versus 0-2. 49ers, Broncos. 49ers are back in action with Jimmy G. Mark. Trey Lance went out, season-ending surgery, and they look like a new team as soon as he walked right back in the huddle.
Wasn't it though? It's amazing. They were going to trade him. He was going to be the trade to Washington this year.
I saw that, and then it didn't work out. Trips to the right, could be another false start. Chumley to pass, nice catch. Wow, post corner route. It's caught.
Chumley's pass complete to number 9, Jordan Tapscott.
45-yard line.
Brought down by number 30,
Catch.
Justin Winter.
NFL catch.
Ball marked at the Colonel's 44, be 1st and 10 for Kettle Run.
That was a nice one.
Yeah.
Post corner's a tough route to throw. seconds left. They're still chucking the ball all over the place. 3:30 to go here. You'd think they just run this clock out here.
I would have thought they would have just kept running it.
Hopefully they run this one, and they do. Hand off to the left side, big gainer.
Number 5, Colton Quaker, the ball carrier.
8-yard.
Around the near side, brought down by number 3, Matt Nowicki.
Number 5 on the carry, we've called his name, Jonathan Taylor.
2nd down and 2.
Fullback coming in the game, so that should give you an indication of the play call. I think on 2nd and 2 it should be with this type of lead. Going to be a handoff. He bangs his way for a 1st down. He's past the 30.
Quaker, the ball carrier once again.
2-yard line. Quaker again on the carry. 240.
Brought down by number 20. William Andrews. Ball marked at the 31-yard line, 1st and 10.
1st down and 10, Kettle Run. Twins to the right. 2 tight end formation. Chumley takes the snap, hands off underneath, bounces to the outside, and he keeps on bouncing. He looks to stay in.
Colton Quaker, the ball carrier, around the far side.
Another injury here, another James Wood player injured. A couple injuries tonight. They've been some bad ones. It's been a rough night. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You'll listen to the high school game of the week on News Talk 1400 and Win Life TV.
Let's go. We're going to go pistol. We're going to go right wing star Colts.
Good job. Good game.
Right twin star. Nice. Colts. Why did I think that? Yeah. He has dark curly hair.
Back at James Wood High School, 48-28, all Kettle Run. They were down 2:16 to go. Got an injured player on the field for the Colonels. He is now getting up and walking off on his own power here.
There's no way I have to do this.
We had a lot of injuries tonight, a lot of penalties.
He's like Jordan pass out to go like.
I don't know, maybe it's just this field, because both times we've been here, it's been
Full of them, right?
just penalty after penalty.
Okay, Twins to the left. 2 backs in the backfield, 1 tight end in the game.
2:16 left in the game.
Join us with afterwards for the 5th quarter with Josh Kirby back at the station. High snap here. And went over it.
Bad snap recovered by Kettle Run.
Behind the quarterback at the pistol formation. And then he dove on it.
Moved the ball back near the 45-yard line.
12 yards on that.
Yeah.
Clock is ticking, and
Went
that's
over.
good.
3rd and long for Kettle Run.
Guys hit.
That was high.
That was
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if a punter would have caught that if he was standing back there.
Right Frio, Virginia.
1:43 to go here. Play call coming in. 13 seconds on the play clock. Hopefully they're just content with running this thing here out. They've got a 3rd down and long.
He's throwing.
Chumley going to throw.
In the middle. Wide open.
Wide open touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
Somebody's pass complete to number 10, Trey Western. He will score the touchdown.
Touchdown. They're piling it on now. 54-28. 1:22 to go.
And, you know, the score really is not a good indication of the game itself, because except for these couple of long passes like that they've scored on, it would have been a much closer ball game.
It sure would have. And then how many 3rd down conversions did they have?
Number 80, Kelsey
Just wait
Niven to the extra point attempt.
Here's the extra point attempt.
I think this is another 2.
Snap, good hold, block down there. You're right about that. I think they're trying other people out.
The extra point attempt is blocked, and with 1:22 remaining in our game, our score, Kettle Run 54, James Wood 28.
2 to go.
remind our spectators as you leave our stadium this evening,
Fall ramp
we remind you to use caution during our construction.
The Bank of Clark County.
Please take your time and be careful of folks walking
We're looking forward
in the
to that.
parking lots.
100% of the proceeds go to adults with disabilities in need of walkers, wheelchairs, ramps, assistive technology, hearing aids, shower handlers, all those things. It's a wonderful, noble little nonprofit, and they're helping people in 5 counties: Frederick, Clark, Shenandoah, Page, and Warren. They helped 423 consumers last year in that 5-county region. That's the fall ramp up tomorrow from 10 till 3 on Hope Drive across from the Arby's and the Social Security Administration. Should be a great event. We're looking forward to it. We're going to be up there tomorrow.
Jackson Overball
Kickoff
winner
here. Mike
set to
Jackson
return.
back to return. 1:22 to go, 54-28 here.
I'd like to see them get a really good return.
They've been doing
close.
good. Yeah,
they've been close.
Close to busting. Okay, here we go. Kickoff, and they're kicking it deep. It's to the 5-yard line. Bounces. He picks it up, scoops it up. Jackson return. Mark, here's your good return.
Jackson making a return, gets out near the 35-yard line.
Jared Neal and the offense come back on.
Number 18, Jack Peachin.
A lot of yardage back and forth.
If you added it together, it'd probably be a year's worth of offense.
To save some of it, give it to Washington for Sunday. Does that sound good?
Colonels take over just outside their 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what Philadelphia's got.
I am very worried about this game. I feel like they beat Detroit, right, Mark? And then we got embarrassed by Detroit. So I'm worried about what could happen to us. So we'll see. Powell's Plumbing player.
Overball, the ball carrier.
Quarterback, Abram Chumley. Very impressive stats here tonight.
Head for a gain of 4.
Put up 54 points. He's done it running. He's done it running.
2nd down.
Throwing. All right, handoff to the left side of the formation. Lane over ball.
Number 19, Lane Overball, the ball carrier again around the far side.
Yards. And that should be the last play of the game. We've got an injured player anyway. It's a shoulder injury. He's clutching his chest. 30 seconds on the game clock. Big day of sports tomorrow, of course. Hanley at Fauquier if you're local. Check that one out. Clemson, Wake Forest at 11:30. Florida, Tennessee at 3:30 p.m. Kansas State and Oklahoma at 8 p.m. And on Sunday, Chiefs, Colts, Packers, Buccaneers, 49ers, Broncos. Monday night, Cowboys, Giants. Giants surprisingly 2-0. Who would have thought that? Dallas 1-1. I don't know who I want to lose that game, Mark. I did hear that Lawrence Taylor has heard all of this hubbub about Micah Parsons being the best defensive player since him, and he's coming to watch the game from the sidelines, he says.
Really?
And you played against LT.
Yeah, LT. I've known LT for a long time. I went to Brazil with him one time during the off season for an NFL Players Association thing they had down there. That was a trip. He was something else.
I can imagine. He's featured prominently, of course. Him and Joe Theismann's lives intertwined in football life, and he's got a couple features in there for our fans who want to go home and check that out.
Well, you know, they actually went down to RFK and redid that play. I haven't seen it yet. Joe called me yesterday and asked me what I thought. And I said, I'm sorry, Joe, but I haven't seen it yet. I recorded it. We were here last Friday, and I just hadn't had a chance to sit down.
When was that recorded, though, Mark? I mean, when did you do that? Was that?
It's Friday night, I think.
No. I mean, when was it shot? When did they shoot
that? It's only been probably a month and a half ago.
Okay.
I went down to D.C. and did my part down there.
So they got that together pretty fast.
They did. But he and LT did their part at RFK Stadium a month before I did mine. So it's been in the works for quite a while.
And then what I didn't know is he went to high school with Drew Pearson, the Cowboys wide receiver.
He did. I knew that too.
And they went back and they filmed him, those two meeting together, and Drew Pearson surprising him for his football life story. He's Super Bowl champion, probably the best recent quarterback in franchise history for Washington. You know, Sammy Ball probably the best all time, but Joe Theismann probably second. But
it'd be hard to say because Sonny was awfully good.
Sonny was good too.
Yeah, you had Sonny Jurgensen in there.
And his jersey is going to be retired this year versus the Cowboy game in January.
It's going to be. I'm going to be at that. I think I'm going to be at that game.
We had fun week 1 at the game versus Jacksonville. You going this Sunday, Mark?
I'm not. No, I'm not going to go Sunday. I got to find a day to rest.
That's right.
This has been a rough week. I've been on the move all week. I hadn't slowed down. I got to Sunday go to church and then go home and plan it for a while.
And relax and watch the game. So we still got an injured player here. He's still down on the ground. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You'll see
30 seconds left in this game.
Back at James Wood High School, still an injured player here on the field. Looks like he's struggling to get up here. A couple injuries tonight, Mark. We've seen a lot of penalties, couple injuries. James Wood tonight wondering, what could have been if they slipped to 0-5 now, and Kettle Run improves to 5-0, as I should say. And they look impressive, Mark.
They do. They're very consistent with their play. They have a few holes in their defense, but I think offensively they're pretty strong.
Strasburg 38, Clark County 0. That's the final over there. And one more kneel down here, and that should be it, Mark. 30 seconds left. Stay tuned after this, of course. Josh Kirby in the Fifth Quarter Show. He has a podcast, the Kirby on Sports podcast. You can check him out there.
Josh the man. Does a good job back there.
3rd down and 2.
Certainly does.
I don't know how he keeps up with all this stuff. He's involved in so many things now.
Okay, handoff. Fights for the first down.
Richards, the ball carrier.
Tough running there. He got a first down.
He's out near the 48-yard line.
Yes. Yeah.
He's looked pretty good tonight. And
Ball going to be spotted at the Colonel's 49.
Some good moves, good decisions. He's going to be a good back.
Be a first down for the Colonels.
Okay, and that's the end of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of our football game this evening. Our final score, the Kettle Run Cougars 54, the James Wood Colonels 28.
Game quarterback.
We'd like to thank both teams for their efforts and for their sportsmanship.
Interception
A
there.
reminder to our Colonels fans, the varsity team will travel next Friday evening to North Hagerstown to take on the Hubs. That game at 7 o'clock, so we hope you mark your calendars, come out and support our James Wood football team.
Charles Harwell IV, Mark Mosley. Have a wonderful night and a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and listening.
Out near the 30-yard line on our field right now, Carissa Dewicki, president of our Touchdown Club. And they would like to take a moment to thank and welcome Tim Ashby on behalf of Barnes Custom Painting. And they are the senior player of the game sponsor for this evening. We greatly appreciate them for their continued support of our James Wood football program. Our players of the game this evening from Kettle Run is Abram Chumley, number 1, if he can make his way over. 5-yard line. And the player of the game for James Wood, Matt Dewicki, number 3. Please take a moment for some pictures. Folks, we thank everybody for coming out this evening and supporting high school athletics. And please, as always, have a safe trip home. Folks, a quick correction about the announcement of the North Hagerstown game. That has been moved to Saturday, next Saturday at 1 o'clock. I was just informed of that. Next week, the Colonels will play at 1 o'clock at North Hagerstown.